benefits. Welcome to Double 11! Amazing prices, amazing styles! Win big in Megatron!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, welcome back to the Queen's Legacy series. Of course, brought to you by none other than the Wardroom Games. It is the only and first of its kind of female tournament, and with the biggest cash prize as well. And we're already at the upper bracket semi-finals, and with it, we're going to be seeing the team that makes it to the grand finals and puts their position as stepping on that final stone stab. And of course, to be the voice of this game and to, of course, cast over it, it's going to be myself, Ray, again. Sorry about the fact that my voice is a little bit off. The weather can get to you. But of course, joining me is going to be her first time casting at Wardroom Games. It's not going to be none other than Alexia herself. So, Alexia, good evening. It is a pleasure to have you on this casting desk with me.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Ray. It is my honor to be here for the first time today. I'm very much excited to see what this game is going to hold for us. I'm really excited.
Yep, and the fact that this is Wardrum's first ever female tournament after we did multiple, not male only, but basically all open tournament. This is exclusively for the girls. So the fact that you came here when we did the first one, it's kind of really funny, and it's also really nice that we have you here today. And with it, we're going to be jumping into the game pretty soon, right into the draft between Tosca Divas versus uh, Megatron, which is, of course, their female lineup. And we're going to be seeing how, after all, both of these teams have remained at the upper brackets. And I'm looking forward to how they perform against each other right now, Alexia.
Yeah, and I am very much excited to see what goes down between these two teams right now, especially regarding the fact that we do not see much of the female gameplays in the
Mhm.
zone of MLBB. Yeah, so let's see what this game holds for us girlies.
Absolutely. I hope you're excited because right now the draft has almost, we have the bands already. There's the CC, there's the Kadita, there's the Yishin Shin, and on the other side there's the Bane and my wife, and of course, Nathan. But, I've heard that Alexei is also a Zushin fan because she has a YouTube channel, guys, and in that YouTube channel there's only one video. No, I mean, she does live streams and she does short form as well, but the only long form video is about Zushin. So, do am I contending? No, no, Zushin is mine.
Yushin is probably one of the best mages out there right now. She can
True.
absolutely dominate like almost everyone in the mid lane.
Yeah,
She
especially
can
me.
deny the opponent of getting to level 2. She has that strength, she has that mobility, and she can escape heroes who try to dive into her. She is one
Hmm.
of the best heroes out there right now. So yeah, it's understandable to put her in the ban list right now.
Yeah, absolutely understandable. And she's definitely one of the most strongest heroes if it's gonna be in the right hands. And these girls are already at the semifinals at the upper brackets. So they definitely have the right hands to do it. And with it, we're gonna be seeing a Bakshia getting prioritized from the hands of Tosca Divas. And on the other side, they're gonna be going for the Kimi and the Katot Kacha. They already have the tankiness. They also get a little bit of mid control. On the other side, though, there's gonna be that Irrital showing up. And this is just a game number one, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best of three series. So let's see who gets the first point. So far, the draft's looking good for Megatron Code Apricity. Let's see what Tosca Divas pick for that second one.
Well, I feel that the Kimi pick is already a really good pick, a really solid pick. Like you can deny the farm for the opponent, and oh, do we see a Farsa? Definitely we do. I think that Kimi
Mhm.
can get a hold of the early advantage in the laning phase with this one. Don't you think so?
Yeah, Kimi, early game, she's going to be getting it. But as soon as that level 4 spike comes in, Farsa is going to be the one controlling the pace of the map with, of course, her bombardment. So that's already right there. But Kimi, of course, she also got an ultimate that can create initiations, that traction pulse, right? So I do think both of these mages are kind of equal, but in the late game, well, we all know Kimi is like one of the strongest mid laners right now because she's a marksman in disguise, isn't she?
Definitely. Even though Kimi can dish out a pretty good like amount of damage, she definitely still has to watch out for Farsa's feathered airstrike because that it's holding the power from the sky above.
Yeah. What do you think of these Xborg pick though against these three that we have so far? I'm a little bit 50-50 about it.
I feel that export pick is a really a solid choice right now. He can like dish out a pretty good amount of
Mm-hmm.
damage, and also the fact that they have bad CC. Yeah, I would definitely like if I were in Megatron. Yeah, I would definitely be vouching for that export pick. Definitely go for it.
Are you in Megatron? By the way, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they ban out D'Angelo, which is surprising. But I guess they wanna, usually it is pretty funny. Isn't it funny? Alexia, the fact that Angela right now is the first pick for the boys, and the girls decided to ditch it.
Oh
They're beating
yeah,
the stereotypes.
we saw Angela like pretty much. I feel like in every game we can see Angela, but banning her here right now, yeah, kind of surprising, but also understandable. She's in the meta right now and can be really annoying with that, especially with that new buff that she has got. So yeah,
Mhm.
understandable.
Absolutely. Not to mention the fact that, uh, a Bakshia and an Angela combo, you get the anti heal, you get the shield, and you get the heals. I call it Baxilla, which is a odd name, but hey, Bakshia, Bax, and then Angela's Ella. Baxilla, come on. Maybe it means something in some language, okay? I don't know. But there we go. Megatron is
Oh,
really keen on banning out those healers. They really don't want the side of Tosca Devouse out sustaining them.
they definitely do not want to see any hero nursing the enemy team, right? They
Mhm.
just want to see the fact they just want to be able to secure the game in a really good way because healers can be really annoying, especially like when you are a hero that can like one shot the enemy's backline. Healers can really change the whole horizon of the game. That with their heal, it can be really annoying. So yeah, Megatron definitely has that kept in mind.
Yeah, yeah. I also agree with you. That's a good point because, like, one shot heroes, for them, the healers are the nightmare. Because if someone survived at 1% HP and they heal back, there we go. Your combo has been wasted. Considering the fact that they do have the Xborg, who, I mean, he can dish out the DPS, but he's also someone who really likes burst, literally. He wants to explode and he wants to basically, explode and dish out that burst damage. But with a healer, that can be really bad because they will heal back from all the damage you dish out. And after you lose your armor, it's a bye bye for you instead. You don't want that to be happening. So they ban out the healers. On the other side, though, Tosca Divas, they are very keen on just banning out the marksman. They don't want this Irtel to get gapped in the lane, so they are going to be going for that. But there we go. The Filipino fighter pops in. The Lapu Lapu is going to be showing up from the hands of Megatron right now. What do you think Tosca Divas can pick to, of course, combat this EXP laner? A Phobius?
Yeah, Phobia's pick would be really solid here, but also locking in Lapu Lapu is a really good choice made by Megatron. The fact that they have already banned the healers here, they are setting up the perfect barbecue grill night for export, don't you think so?
Barbecue. Don't take any birds, or else you're gonna get barbecued. Yeah. I do you like barbecue sauce? I don't know why I thought of that. But anyways, talking about barbecue, it's not gonna be a barbecue. It could be a burnt fish, though, because there's a Galia gonna be showing up, as well as the black dragon. I don't know if you can eat dragon meat because dragons do not exist. Don't do that. But anyways, the dragon shows up with the fish girl. Lady is the Karita, of course. So pretty solid lineup into their hands. And Megatron right now, last pick coming up. It's most likely going to be a goal laner. What options do they have? What would you like to see?
With Kalia in mind, the backline's got to be really careful because they might have to equip Purify with that one. But also, Purify cannot be ultimately the final counter defense item for counter strategy for all of it. So yeah, well they have decided to go for Claude. I guess this might definitely work out in Megatron's favor.
Hmm. Claude is one of those marksmen that can get that early to mid, lead. But I think he's going to be getting that pressure as soon as the late game pops up, right? Because Irtal, once she gets that Berserker's Fury, it's almost a game over for you if you don't have someone that can take down the Irithal. They do have the Lapu Lapu for that insurance, but I'm not sure how good it's going to be. So far, though, the draft does look solid from both ends. We do see what strategy they are trying to strive for. Do you have any draft that you're more favoring towards?
I might be secretly, internally rooting for Megatron at this point because the Lapu Lapu pick is definitely
Mm-hmm.
a really good choice. And if Lapu manages to dive through the backline to dive into Farsa and Irithel behind Kalia's side, I feel like they might be able to get the upper hand in this one.
Are you sure you're not secretly Megatron?
Might
I
be,
mean,
who knows?
yeah, she might be, guys. She might be. But yeah, jokes aside, she's not okay. She might be. Anyways, the draft is done, and we're gonna be diving into the game pretty soon, and it's gonna be interesting to see which team is with it. Quickly, we dive into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen, and it's gonna be between Tosca Divas and Megatron Code Apricity. It's a best of three series and game number one, and we are here to, of course, be the voice of the game. Myself, I am Ray. You already know me, but you might not know my co-caster, and I hope you do soon because this is gonna be Alexia joining me on the casting desk again, and we'll see how this game between of course, these two girl teams go out. There we go. Early rotations being made here, Alexia.
Oh my goodness, we can already see the tension holding out, but we can see that Team Megatron has been able to get a hand on the Lito. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Ray, have you heard of this myth that the game can be decided? It's a superstition at the end of the day. It can be decided by who gets the Lito in the first place. Have you heard of that myth?
Okay, that's an interesting one, but I agree with it because I'm a person who always goes for the Lito even if I die, and I get called noob for it. But hey, it worked out for me, so maybe I believe in that myth. So if that's true, Megatron should get this game, right? And if that myth holds true, it's no longer a myth, it's a legend, and then it's a fact, right? So with it,
Def-
let's see what happens. The turtle will show up in 20 seconds where we'll most likely see the battle. But how do you like this overlay? Is it girly enough?
It definitely is girly enough. And regarding the fact that we are in the Broken Walls map, I'm definitely down to see a really, really intense battle happen because the Broken Walls map is definitely one of my favorites, and I am so excited, especially with Baksha here. We are definitely down for a really good game right now.
Yeah, it really helps him get more rotation because he doesn't have to jump much. He can just rotate through every broken wall right now. Turtle shows up, and with it, we'll most likely see the contention showing up any second right now. Sang Sang and Panda already getting into the position. Look at that. They might just fight in. Turtle beginning right now, and Retribution popping in into the hands of Panda. The team fight still going in, and First Blood will go into the hands of Gummy Worm, and a double kill secured as well, Alexia.
Oh my goodness, that was really intense, but it definitely did work out in the favor of Megatron. I guess after all,
Whoa.
oh my goodness, the export pick really worked out in their favor, huh?
Yeah, it did, and even the Kimi as well as the Claude did because the Farsa was not able to do much. Even like getting taken down at the second tier is definitely bad. But look at that, AOG coming in as well. They put the pressure, and which it looks like they're most likely going to be taking a kill over here. And yes, they do. Killing spree for Gummy Worm takes down PKU.
The Team Megatron is definitely having the upper hand in the early game right now. They are able to dish out a hell lot of damage, especially because of Kimmy and backed up by Export. And Gato Kacha is definitely paving the space for them to like dish out their damage and protecting the back line as well. This is a really ideal gameplay for how a team should be right now. Maybe I am definitely biased towards Megatron in this one.
Maybe nah, you're just the Little Wanderer is biased, guys. Report the Little Wanderer. Alexia is innocent.
It's the curse of the Little Wanderer.
Yeah, it's the curse of the Little Wanderer. If you're a team, always contest for it. But right now, towards the top lane, they're going to be putting some pressure there. I love their squad name too, MCAT. MCAT.
Team MCAT, definitely rooting for you right here, but we also gotta be careful because Kalia can easily dive into the backline. We can see that Claude and Kimmy have equipped Purify, but cooldown is also a thing, so we really gotta be on our toes right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I just use we pronounce?
It's okay. It's okay. There are no issues about that. But yeah, it's okay. What was I saying? Anyways, 1-5 score, and look at that goal lead. It's almost 4,000 for Megatron, and they also have 4 more extra kills on the board. That is just insane stuff right here. And with it, they're gonna be going for the turtle pit, and I think it's gonna go uncontested, right? Baksha doesn't seem interested in turtle soup because he's a tortoise. I guess that's cannibalism.
Feel that they are trying to focus more on giving their goal laner the farm. They will try to go in for Claude right now. Claude is a bit orphaned right now at the moment. So yeah, it has definitely given Team Megatron the space to take their turtle very easily. And Team MCAT is definitely like on the lead in the moment. But yes, Team TD, you need to get up. You need to get up. Get back on your farm. Try to fill in
Team
that
TD.
gap.
Team TD. That's a nice name, right? TD. But yeah, right now, PKU just lost his orange buff as well, but looks like they want to go in for an engage right here. That's a green signal for the Lapu Lapu. He popping in. The damage is going to be dished out. Here comes the AOG as well, and the damage, it's not enough to take anyone down, but oh, look at the pressure. They're still going to be going in. Alexia?
Oh my goodness, Lapu got taken down, but Export does not back out. He has managed to take down two of them. This fight is definitely not looking good for Team
Oh, man.
Tosca Divas. The Divas are definitely not slaying at this moment. We have to keep an eye out for Team Megatron.
The cats are always the best, the ones with the most slay. If you've seen a cat, you know how slay they are, how sassy the
Definitely,
cats can be. So I guess
definitely with
the
their
cats
claws.
are, yeah, taking over the divas right now. And with it, they are 2-for-8 score. They have 4,000 gold lead, and they're even going to be getting that bot lane turret, Alexia. Hey,
Oh my goodness, that fight right now, and this one not looking good either. Oh my goodness, Kimi's damage is undeniably it cannot be shrugged off. Look at how much damage she is dishing out. She is literally melting through all of them, and Iritel is definitely struggling to keep up.
absolutely. And right now, they're even putting the pressure on top. The Black Dragon doesn't have that form. Oh, he actually just ran. I mean, she just now got it. It's kind of funny when the girls play the male heroes. I tend to call them, him. But anyways, with
Yeah.
it, I think they're trying to go for the top lane. Farsa, better watch out.
Oh, if this works out in the favor of the Divas, they still have a solid chance to make a comeback, but a fight would not be a really good thing, an ideal strategy right now, because Gato definitely paving the way for them, zoning out the Baxia, and Farsa goes in with that feathered airstrike, come on in, and Kalia manages to take down Gato, but also gets slain by Claude. We can see that Claude also gets slayed in turn by Baxia, and Baxia in turn by Kimi. Oh my goodness! What is this trade?
The trade, in a way, it's 50-50, right? Both of them lost 2 members each. But jungler and roamer compared to marksman and roamer. I guess it's 50-50 but Megatron's still ahead. They still get the turtle, and their score at 11 kills compared to 4 of Tosca Divas. This game is definitely looking favorable for them, but look at that, Alexia.
Oh my goodness. Do we feel that another fight is break out at this moment? This is not looking good for Team Divas at all. Like, the more fights that they keep taking, the more
Look
good
at
that
that.
they will lose in the moment. And Kalia also gets taken down. Farsa managing to make a narrow escape along with Baxia. But obviously, Yuzong does not back down. Look at that dragon power. Oh my goodness. But he definitely is not able to make it out alive.
And the pressure still keeps on going, and right now Gatokacha might just get taken down. The 3 members do want to help, but it's not going to be enough. Sen, she gets taken down, and with it, the score sits at 6-13. Do we smell a comeback, brewing?
Comeback might be tough, but it definitely is not impossible at this moment. Because if Team Divas decide to just hold their way strong and wait for Megatron to make a teeny tiny mistake, yeah, they can definitely slide through in.
Absolutely, and right now, any mistake, especially from Claude, I think that might be causing them the game. So let's just see what happens. For now, at least, Lord's going to be coming in 30 seconds. And I think that Lord is going to be an easy taken. But look at that. The builds are showing up. Claude is almost done with the Trinity build. And we all know what happens after the Claude gets a Trinity, right, Alexia?
Definitely. I feel that these moments, like when before the Lord spawns, taking a fight is the most crucial. One of the. Oh my goodness, I am at a loss for words right now. This trade is definitely not looking good for Team Tosca Divas. They are able to melt right through them, and it's in the favor of Team Megatron right now. They are able to wipe off three of them with that damage. Oh my goodness! I feel that they can be able to like take the Lord right now very easily with the help of Kimmy. But also Kalia has to be watched out for. She can be really annoying. She can dive through Kimmy and just snatch her off and make her disappear off the surface of the map. You have to be really careful right now because this was not that much of a good trade. Don't you think so?
Absolutely, because it came down to a 3-4-3. Both of them lost equal amount of bodies right there, and because of it, they couldn't go for the Lord either. And with it, they're kind of at this, stalemate. They'll kind of have to wait for this Lord, but still, since they've taken most of the turrets and they're kind of at the advantage as well, so I think they are just gonna go for the Lord right now. Look at the bills. Irrital, though, she does have her core items as well to dish out the most damage. Sen right now looking to take down Baxia. They want the retribution to be gone so they can take the turtle easily, right? Sorry, Lord easily. And score though 9-16 and 5,000 gold lead, and they also have 5 turrets taken down.
They're definitely going in for the Lord right now. I think they can secure it very easily because Gatot is keeping out an eye for these people who can dive into the backline easily. But Iritel was attempting to make a really narrow split push, but Kimi is able to defend. Are they going in for a fight right now? Oh my goodness, this is unfolding layer by layer. And I feel that this is gonna work out in the favor of Megatron sooner or later because Team Tosca Divas, they are really struggling to keep up, especially with Gatot and Kimi. They are making the perfect duo right now. Gatot can zone them out and Kimi can just dish out the entire damage. But also, Iritel, are we looking out for a comeback from Iritel? She can still change the whole game. She is the element right now.
Absolutely, Alexia, because right now she is done with her Trinity crit items, and she even is building towards that Wind of Nature to make sure she can immune the Blazing Duet from Luna Bay on that Claude. But Luna Bay is also going for that Winter Crown almost any second right now. So once she gets it, it's gonna be really hard to try to take her down. Lord's coming on top, but it's gonna go down easily because of the Holy Defense. So the Holy Defense will buy them more time. But I think they will just wait for the next wave. But whoa, Irthel, that was a close one. She survives it, but another wave coming in. I think this is a green signal for Megatron to go inside. Look at that! Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! It is. Oh my goodness!
A massacre.
It is definitely the show of the night. Oh my goodness! It is definitely the show of the night. We can see that Iritel is the only one standing right now. The last one standing. Oh my goodness! This is definitely not looking good for Tosca Divas. Iritel has to defend alone, and against Kimi and Fox, this is definitely gonna be hard for her. But she is trying her best. Let's see how this works out.
Minion is going to be coming in from that mid lane. Only one person surviving and also gets stunned in, taken down, and with it, despite the Katot Kacha she took down, it doesn't really matter, and Megatron takes his game number 1. And hey, I guess that myth is not a myth, it is true. The one with the Little Wanderer takes the game into this best of 3 series, and with it, the side of Megatron has 1 point advantage over the side of Team Tosca Divas.
Well, this was definitely no offense, no, not kind of not surprising because the Lapu pick, really solid. Even paired with Kimi and Gatot, really solid. I also feel that personally, like Export was a really solid pick here because he was able to like dish out a lot of damage, especially with his burst skill. And I feel like Farsa was just struggling to like land her ult in a safe space. I feel like she was not able to get much damage because Yuzong and Kalia were just like too busy going to the enemy's backline, but also Baxia was also like struggling to protect her. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. Farsa definitely had a hard time because there's a Lapu and a Gatot who keep on jumping on top of her. And Kalia and Yuzhong, both of these heroes are also not someone that can protect you. They're more about being aggressive. So their lineup was about being aggressive, but the side of Megatron, they beat them to it. They were the aggressors and they initiated each fight. And because of it, eventually the side of team, of course, Tosca Divas lost this game. But with it, we are done with this game number 1. We'll right now move to that game number 2 anytime soon. And we'll see the draft again. And we'll see if this is a clean sweep by the side of Megatron, right? Or it's going to be a game 3. What do you think?
Well, I'm not trying to jinx anything here, but I definitely hope that this goes to game 3 because this was really interesting and 2 more games. Yeah, I would definitely love that.
Absolutely as well. So let's just go to that game number 2 any second. Of course, we don't really take breaks here because taking a break means the audience will get bored. And in this it's not even Gen Z anymore. In Gen Alpha, attention spans are declining. So, no breaks here. We'll just dive into the game number two any second here. And what do you think the side of team Tosca Divas can improve on this game number two?
I feel that they should try to go for more front lines that can also initiate, but also like provide protection for the back line. Because in that one, Tosca Divas' Farsa was like really struggling, like I said earlier, to like give out her damage, but in a more safe, contained space where like she could not be touched. She was not protected well enough, I feel.
I agree with you because Farsa is one of the delicate mages because well she's stationary, she's just standing still, you know, and when that happens, you are a very
Definitely,
prime target. You don't want
definitely.
that to be happening. You need someone menacing that can
She was
stop.
Yes, definitely. She was as good as a sitting duck. She was so vulnerable to like everyone in the enemy team. And like anyone could have dived her straight up. Kaleo, while she was like busy trying to catch a hold of one of the backlines from the enemy team, Farsa was just a sitting duck right there. She was vulnerable to every single person in the enemy team.
Absolutely, because she does have a bird husband, right? So maybe that bird nerfed her. But talking about nerfs, let's see who gets the buff here. Because right now, Megatron is the one with that 1 point, okay? Don't worry about it, it will get swapped. So Megatron is 1 point ahead, and with it, we will soon see if this is a clean sweep or can Tosca Divas make that comeback here. And let's just see what picks they go for this time around, as Megatron is going to be the one to get that first pick, and they obviously banned the Zushin out, considering how their lineup will get screwed over by a Zushin easily. To be fair, Zushin can screw anyone, especially me. But yeah, the bands are going to be coming up. Bane showing up as well. Do you expect the same bands coming up as well, like the Kadita, the CC?
Even Angela, I think. I feel like the bands these days they are really predictable. Like Bane, obviously he is on the list. Chushin, obviously on the list. But also Angela can be really annoying. She definitely needs to go on the ban. But Florian can be excusable, I think. After that Nerf Hammer, I don't really feel that she is able to keep up with Angela comparatively.
Yeah, to be fair, she's like a side grade option right now. When Angela
Definitely.
gets banned, you can go for the Florin, but over the Angela, never. Angela, then comes the Florin, then I guess anyone else. To be fair, Matilda does fall into that support category, but she's less of a healer, more of giving you the dash with the guiding winds. So with it. Looks like we're going to be seeing the same bands again, the CC as well as the Nathan. Looks like, Tosca Divas, they are paying respect to Megatron, their goal laner. The Nathan has been banned twice in a row. So good respect right there. And last two bans coming up right now. I'm curious to see if the Karita will get banned as well.
I feel that yeah, Kadita banning Kadita would be a really viable option. But oh, as I predicted, they definitely went for Angela.
Yay.
But
You
also
got it
yes,
right.
yeah, banning Nathan, a really solid choice because he falls in the SS tier right now currently, and he can be really annoying to deal with. So definitely understandable. And he is followed up by Yisan Shin. Definitely not someone you should be leaving out. Good choice, Tosca Divas. They are definitely back on track, I feel.
Yeah, so far the bands do look good for them. They are not giving out too many power picks, but what the okay, I swear to God, if Anestus shows up, that would be the craziest thing, right? But yeah, you know,
Well, the
I
interesting
might have
part.
that divine foresight, we might just see the Estus showing up any second. Oh my God, I'm getting that divine foresight again and again. So let's see, first pick, what is it gonna be?
Well, are we gonna go for a Kimmy pick first? Because locking in Kimmy, yeah, that would definitely
Why?
put these guys at an advantage.
Why am I getting the foresight? But no, my foresight doesn't work. It's actually the Kadita coming in. Last time the fish girl didn't work, so Megatron will show Fish Lady, which is of course she's older and she's taller. She had more
Fish lady.
protein, I guess. Yeah.
I prefer the word mermaid. She is definitely the queen of the tides, and she is gonna be countered by Lilia, none other than the sweet little girl, but never mess with her.
Lilia, she's one of the mages that is more on that survival skill, and the fact that she got two lives, right? So
All right,
because of
right.
that, we're gonna be seeing, Tosca Divas actually takes away the Xborg. Interesting. Looks like
They
they really don't
definitely
want the
Yeah, they
Xborg to go.
definitely don't want to see Export in the enemy team anymore. He can be really annoying with that burst damage, and the fact that he can immune himself out and save himself, paired with immortality, Export is definitely someone we should like watch out for. So yeah, good pick. Tosca Divas locking in Export early on along with Lilia, but I am a bit doubtful about the Lilia pick. The thing is, Lilia is not that much of a good hero right now. But yeah, her ult can definitely be a lifesaver uh, paired against Kadita's combos. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the main reason they're going for the Lilia right now. Because Farsa, she's a sitting duck, but Lilia, she's more into that action. She can survive that easily, right? So going for that Lilia, I guess they just want to survive and dish out some damage. But just like you said, she's kind of weak in the meta, and she's not the lock on damage. She's more of an AoE burst. So that is something they have to consider, especially when there's a high Busa, because, well, he has dashes, right? And he can
Mhm.
easily dodge those blooms. And here comes the Lapu Lapu again into the hands of Gummy Worm. It's going to be really hard for the other side, but at least they get a counter. It's going to be that dancing lady. It's going to be that Esmeralda.
Ooh, do we see an Arabian Night coming in here? I am definitely excited for this Esmeralda pick. And Team Tosca Divas, they definitely did a good thing right there picking Esmeralda. Because for Export, it would have been really annoying. But also, we can't totally ignore the fact that Megatron has locked in on Lapu Lapu yet again. This will be really hard to like counter because his zoning out abilities for the backline definitely not something that any hero, any team would want.
Yeah. So, hmm, let's see. They are again going for the same bands. They're really paying respect to the marksman of my Megatron, Luna Bay. So looks like Luna is really definitely one of the strong goal laners that they are prioritizing to make sure that they don't get picked. So with it, we're going to be seeing the bans coming up right now. I think Megatron can also ban out the marksman because, well, okay, they're banning out the healers. They're going for the same strategy as the same like last time.
Do I anticipate a 1-1 ban? Or maybe not, because 1-1 is a really solid pick right now. But since they have also like banned Granger, I feel like 1-1 could do really well in this lineup. What do you think?
Yeah. 1-1 could do very well. I've been actually looking for the 1-1 because when you want the score to be 1-1, pull up a 1-1, right? But
Definitely, definitely.
maybe they don't have a user who's like very proficient on 1-1 because she's also a high risk hero. Because you gotta break them weaknesses, man, and you gotta get that ultimate. Because if you don't, you are gonna get, well, absolutely destroyed. And you don't want that to be happening if you're the goal laner. So maybe they are, let's see if they have a 1-1 user.
If Megatron decides to go for 1-1 and she gets her ult activated upon Lilia, then it still would be kind of tough because Lilia also still has her ult, and that can also be counter ultimately with Winter Truncheon as well. But yes, Team Tosca Divas have decided to go for Iritel as their gold laner, and the final pick was Matilda. I feel that Team Megatron here right now is definitely not looking forward to seeing any kind of healers or shield providers in the enemy team.
These girls are support phobic. They don't want any support or heroes showing up. Might as well just ban the Diggy. I'm just kidding. Don't do that, guys. But yeah, anyways, with it, Megatron right now gonna be going for the last two picks, and with it, they're gonna be most likely again go for the Claude, and Luna Bay will definitely have. Oh, they go for the Carmilla. What do you think about this vampire lady?
Carmilla in this meta, I feel like she is very situational at some point. I'm not gonna lie, she definitely is a really solid tank, impenetrable, but her pick is really situational, so it really depends on how well her ult is executed. If the enemies, if the Tosca Divas know the strategy, if they are not clubbed up together, it would be really hard to get a good ult. And a good ult from Carmela is definitely going to be the game changer for this match. So it really depends on how the Tosca Divas decide to play it out right now.
Yep, last pick coming in. Most likely gonna be the. Wait a second, that's a marksman. Oh, it's a roamer. A roamer showing up. It is
Valerie,
going to be that Belric, the textbook counter for the Claudes. Oh,
this
everything.
This is gonna be a nightmare for Claude. He has to watch out, but he needs to equip that winner crown early on if he wants to execute his ult well and pull off some really lethal combos
Hmm.
against the backline. But it's still gonna be putting him in a really vulnerable position because of Xborg and Esmeralda present. So he definitely has to watch out. The backlines from Megatron are definitely in danger. Even though Kadita can escape really well, Hayabusa has his dash skills. Claude has to still watch out a bit for Beleric and the others, Esmeralda and Xborg.
Yeah, and right now, if there's some vengeance equipped, he's going to be having even more issues because he's going to be hurting himself. You don't want that to be happening. But let's just see. I do like Beleric with Flicker because you can go for the Flicker out of the Dryad and you can just, surprise the enemy into the back
Mhm.
end because it's basically the same thing as a Tigreal, right? But many people don't use it because they opt for the vengeance. But let's say Tosca Divas right now, they have to win this one if they want to gain number three, or they will get clean swept, and Megatron will stay in the upper brackets while Tosca Divas goes down in the lower bracket to fight back their position in the grand finals.
Definitely, we are about to see cinematic history unfold right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what this match holds for us.
Smash them.
Absolutely, and with it, we're going to be going into Land of Dawn again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the game number 2. Of course, Megatron ahead with 1 pointer, and Tosca Divas still at the 0. If this is another win for Megatron, this is a clean sweep, but let's see if they can prevent it. Your host is myself, Ray, and I'm joined by, of course, really new into the scene. She's I don't want to call her newbie, right? But of course, new into the scene, and of course, new to Wadrum Games, and of course, new to Queen's Legacy as well. It is Alexia. So, Alexia, how are you feeling this game? Are you again biased towards Megatron MCAT?
Maybe not entirely because the pick of the Carmela pick, it's definitely a good one. I myself am biased towards Carmela a lot, but like I said, the pick is really situational and it depends on how Megatron wants to play it out. If they are really wary of her ult and decide to not be clubbed up together and be like really alert of their positionings, this can definitely go into the favor of Tosca Divas again.
Absolutely right. And right now, this is the extra grass map, right? What is it called? Bushy map? I don't know.
Dangerous grass, I feel.
Oh yeah, dangerous grass. Yeah. Oh, that's why they prioritize the Kadita. I get it. We should get a, yeah. I'm gonna add that thing. But anyways, 1 point for Megatron. It will get updated, guys. Don't worry about it. Megatron has 1 pointer in this best of 3 series, so they just need this win to get a clean sweep. But let's see. Right now, Pipo Satoru making the rotation, but look at that Panda looking for that dancing lady. Does use that ultimate, but not enough damage. Goes back right now.
Panda definitely chasing the lady into the turret. Well, that was definitely not a good move. That did not get anything out of it. The turtle has spawned, and it's gonna be a really interesting showdown for Team Megatron and Team Tosca Divas right now. Let's see how this works out in their favor or Megatron's favor. But we can see that Lapu has already started and initiated the turtle, helping Hayabusa get a hold of it. Esmeralda going in for the turtle as well. Lilia coming in with her damage, and Beleric is trying to zone them out, but turtle definitely goes to Panda. Secured, and he also manages to secure the first blood. This is going in the favor of Megatron yet again.
Yet again, they get that scoreboard right, and they get that kill as well. And it's looking interesting, right? Because they get the first blood, they get the turtle back again. They're in the lead right from the minute 1. So Tosca Divas, they have to respond really soon, Alexia.
Definitely, and I feel that Claude is able to have the upper hand right now. He is rotating really fast, and after clearing his minion wave, he is doing his part. He is also backed up by his teammates. He is not orphaned, definitely not. And we can see that Belleric also has really good vision provision. He is not playing passively at all, but also he is not any different from the Carmilla. Carmilla is also trying her best to provide vision for the entire team. Do we see a potential fight coming on?
I think in the top lane it is very possible because right now Sen is really using that, dangerous grass map to the max potential, using that grass to go for a possible engage, but looks like the side of Tosca Divas is not interested in the gold laner. Irtel might get orphaned. Oh, Petrified doesn't really land, and Irtel will be safe, but that turret, that's free gold for the Claude.
Oh my goodness, but Claude is able to get an upper hand out of that one. He definitely went in, cleared his wave with ease, definitely out of his territory. But we can also see that Kadita is going to be able to have a really good advantage in this map, obviously. Dangerous grass, very dangerous, especially with Kadita in the team. Team Tosca Divas definitely have to watch out. The Kadita pick is a really solid one. We can see that Carmilla is going in, having the first initiation for the fight, and they are backing out because definitely Esports damage cannot be ignored. Even though she wasted her ult, she cannot ignore the legacy that she left behind with her ult, obviously. And Gummy Worm is able to secure a kill along with Luna Babe. This was definitely a good trade for Megatron, I feel.
Yeah, so Claude gets a solo kill on top. Here Carmilla does die, but she obviously, just like I said, she left the legacy behind with her Curse of Blood, and with that ultimate, Lapu Lapu was also able to get a kill. So net positive again, Megatron moving ahead, 3 for 1, and 3,000 gold lead as well. And they even get a turret on top, so they're basically doing A-okay on every sector, objective-wise, kill-wise, as well as turret-wise.
Well, the Carmilla definitely, like I said, the ult is definitely a game changer, even though she is a very situational pick. Her ult, like, even when she dies, if she is able to throw it out before she gets wiped off, it can still change the game, and if her teammates are able to follow up right on time, this can definitely be a game changer. Claude is going in, but he backs off, and we can see that Lilia is also still struggling to keep up with all the stuns and the damage dashing in towards her. Karita going in definitely for Irritel, gets petrified, but she backs out because she is not able to execute that combo neatly as she had anticipated.
Yeah, Sangsang has been missing out the combo, honestly. She gotta step up a little bit if she really wants to take down that Irritel. She's been taken down once by, of course, but look at the top lane. Belleric wants to go for an engage, but he's just getting poked out from the Carmilla. So with it, mid lane pressure coming in, Claude is trying to push that, and once they get that mid lane, Lilia wants to defend it, but not going to be able to do so. So since the mid lane is down, they're going to be able to just get it and get more control of the map right here, Alexia, and they're even 4,000 gold lead ahead as well.
The gold lead definitely is not surprising. It is definitely it holds a comebackable potential, but Team Tosca Divas, they have to step up. We really need to see Tosca Divas on their toes right now. They definitely do have the potential. They have a solid front line, but still, we can see that Lapu Lapu can also be really annoying in team fights, especially along with Carmilla paired up. And we can see that Carmilla has yet again begun the initiation for the fight. Going in, Export has lost his shield, and she has pulled off her ult execution pretty well, scoring a kill on Export in the team Tosca Divas, along with Esmeralda followed up. Oh my goodness, this trade was definitely in the favor of Megatron City, Megatron Pod. Oh my goodness, my bad. Megatron Pod yet again.
Yeah, Megatron Code, City, or MCAP for short, right? They get a full net positive of 3 kills, and they do not lose a single person. And right now they're even putting the pressure in the bottom lane as well on the third game. Claude just getting that free turret hit points, and right now looks like the side of Tosca Divas, they're really behind. They're basically needing to tuck themselves in because they'll just have to play that defensive game. They did get the X-Borg away from the hand of Panda, but it's not working out that much. I just noticed they have the name Gummy Worm and the Panda together.
That's a really cute combination, I feel. But Gummy Worm is definitely able to slide his way through in, shimming his way into the backline. He's scoring a few kills here and there. But we also cannot ignore how Carmilla has been a really good initiator throughout all of these team fights that they have taken so far. She has been able to execute her ults really well, even though if it's just two heroes present there. And do we see another initiation made by Kadita? She was not able to pull off that combo yet again, was not as neat as anticipated, and Hayabusa chasing Iritel, and he manages to make a kill out of it. Iritel dead, slain. And do we see Beleric trying to make a good solid combo out of this? But we also cannot ignore Carmilla's ult initiation, and we can see that this fight is going down really nasty, and it's working out in the favor of Team Megatron really well.
Yeah, and top lane, look at that. They again go for this dive. Despite the fact that Lilia used the ultimate, it isn't going to matter because Panda gets a kill. Esmeralda did want to dive in, but it's not going to be enough as well. And the X-Borg does want to ult, but decides to back off. That looked really funny, right? It's like, I'm going in, but no, oops, I'm going to go back.
It's okay, X-Bark, no one saw that. We will take the camera away from it. It won't be visible in the recording. Don't worry, sometimes it happens. We go through it all.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Alexia's backing you, so be happy, PKU. But there we go, Lapu Lapu coming in. Then pressure gonna be showing up on the top lane, and they're gonna be getting that Lord with no problem, no contest. Panda gets that Lord, and right now looks like they really wanna go for a fight as well. Sen looking for an angle to get their ultimate, but doesn't really find it. I think they can just go for the Lord right now.
The scoreboard is surprising. It's 8-1 right now in the favor of Megatron Code. This is really looking bad for Tosca Divas yet again. As I had feared, will there be no game 3? Is this going to end in the favor of Megatron Code yet again? But they can still make a comeback with their Iritel and Esmeralda. They do have really good late game potential, and if Beleric is able to get a hold of Claude against himself, but we can see that Hayabusa is going in, and they have able to score a kill against the Claude and Kadita. Oh my goodness, this trade is definitely not looking good. They are dying in right and left. Oh my goodness, just after taking the Lord, 3 of them slain. Now it's just Hayabusa and Carmilla remaining. Even though they have managed to take down Pippo, we are gonna see some really interesting work out here. The Lord has decided that, oh my goodness, before I even spawn here, you guys are already taking a fight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they do kind of, lose out few of the members, but the game is still theirs, right? They still get the map. They're still ahead. Wow, showing you the fish. Our streamer is really, into the fish. But no, I shouldn't say that. Into the mermaid, yeah. Who wouldn't be into the mermaid? But yeah, but the score is 9-4, and they're going to be putting the pressure in most likely the top lane because it doesn't have the holy defense. Wind of nature popping in. But of course, Fredo Doom, mute your mic. But yeah, with it, they're gonna be. Oh, look at that kill popping in. Karita gets it. Oh, beautiful ultimate from Carmilla. I think this might be over. Such a beautiful engage coming in here, Alexia.
Oh my goodness, and we can see that Karita has finally been able to pull off a really solid combo, killing Beleric off in the process, and Claude has also taken down Lilia, and with only Esmeralda and X-Borg remaining for Team Tosca Divas, they are gonna have a really hard time defending against Team Megatron here right now. Claude is definitely trying to play safe, but is also struggling, but we can see that X-Borg has able to take down Team Megatron's Claude and Kadita along with, oh my goodness, along with Carmilla in the process, and Iritel also, she is never backing down right now. Gummy Worm struggling to back up, you definitely do, yep. And with Hayabusa and Gummy Worm remaining alone to defend for themselves right now, we feel that this is Team Tosca Divas' moment of comeback. They are definitely in on the opportunity. They can see that Megatron is slipping up right now. They are making a small throws, a few ones here and there. They are definitely in on this opportunity to not let go of it. They are definitely gonna use it to the full potential.
Yeah. and the goal lead is still in their favor. But slowly but surely, we're seeing Peach, Earthel getting the damage up, and PKU getting that sustain up as well. So if this game goes too late, Tosca Divas do stand a really good chance to make a comeback and to get to a game number 3. But they are down turrets. They don't have the inhibitor on top. They cannot contest this Lord. So because of this, I think PKU, do you want to go for the Lord? It's too late. So the Lord will be coming in around 13:45. So let's look at the itemization. Claude has the Trinity build done. Most likely going to be going for the Winter Crown right now. Xborg going for that Sky Piercer build. Very aggressive. And it's working out. Peach does get that Berserker's Fury as well. So maybe she's able to dish out some damage in this upcoming team fight that's going to be starting in almost now, as the Lord will come in. 10 seconds left before it reaches the base. Do you think Tosca Divas can defend this one, Alexia?
This is gonna be definitely
14.
this is definitely gonna be a really hard time for Tosca Divas because this is the second Lord, but also Xborg has definitely decided to play really aggressively with full damage build, especially taking that Sky Piercer. That's a really good strategy, and I like that part of his confidence. But yes, this will be a really hard time for them to defend with their inhibitor turrets almost entirely being broken off in the mid lane and in top lane as well. The Lord is storming in, Valerie glances ult, and we can see that Carmela has also initiated a really great ult there, and Claude goes back off. This ult, oh my goodness, this fight is definitely gonna work out in the favor of Megatron City, I feel, but Xborg has been able to melt down Carmela, but he also has to go back. He has lost his shield. Hayabusa struggling to keep up. With that amount of HP, you definitely have to go back, even though you want to go in and end the game right now. You have to play this really slow. This is a very crucial moment for Team Megatron. One mess up and the entire game will be back in the favor of Tosca Divas.
Yeah, because right now they're not able to end, right? And it's showing they are still sitting at the 2 inhibitors, and Tosca Divas right now getting the damage up. I think it's looking a little bit dicey for the hand of Megatron. I'm not sure if they can find an angle to end this. They can go for another Lord, which will be coming in another minute, but can they? I don't think they can end it anytime soon, because Claude, it's not the time for Claudes to shine. It is time for the Earthel, but so far Panda is maintaining that 0 death streak. So maybe Panda can do something, right? But let's see. If they can take down the other inhibitors, maybe they can put the minion pressure and just let the minions take the game.
Well, we can see that Earthel has definitely decided this is my time to take the spotlight now. She is able to dish out a fairly good amount of damage. She is able to clear the lanes pretty fast now. And whenever the team Megatron decide to take the the Lord, I'm so sorry. Whenever the Lord comes in, they have a really hard time ending the game because of Earthel present. Just 2 shots from her basic attacks and Claude can be melted along with Kadita. This is not looking really good. And with Claude absent, it would be really hard to just break down the base. It is going to be a really hard time for Megatron in this current situation right now. This is not looking good for them either. But still, they are definitely in the lead, and I hope that they are able to maintain this streak, this momentum that they have built for themselves right now. We can see that they have taken the Lord with ease. Luna Bay securing the last hit on the Lord, and they definitely need to secure the lanes, freeze them, and just make sure that this momentum is maintained, that they do not take any unnecessary fights or get any of their men taken down right now. I'm so sorry, did I say men? I meant they're girlies right now.
It happens, right? Of course, it is the first and only female tournament from Modern Games. So, we've had 3 seasons back to back of guys, duking it out. And right now we're seeing the girls. But of course, there can only be one winning team. And tonight, the one going into the grand finals, since this is the upper brackets, it will determine pretty soon, as Megatron right now, upper brackets. Let's see what happens. They're trying to end it pretty soon. Lord walking in on that top lane, and with it, there we go. Can they go for a team fight? Pipo Satoru and Piku, let's say if they can make it.
Oh my goodness, this is the third Lord, but it has already been
Whoa,
melted
look at
down
that ultimate.
with help from Eritel, and that was a really great ult initiated by Carmilla, managing to take down Kadita in the process by Team Toscadivas. This is gonna be definitely not the end for Team Toscadivas because they are defending pretty well, and Eritel is able to come in with that amount of damage, chasing down Carmilla, but she
Whoa.
manages to make that narrow escape, and Claude also manages to make his narrow escape along with Carmilla. They are making a run for it. Hayabusa also struggling to slit in with all the stuns from Belleric in this current situation right now. It is looking really wonky for Team Megatron right now. Team Toscadivas, they are definitely on their way to make their comeback.
Yeah, because right now the score is slowly coming to a close. It was 15 to 8. Right now it's 11. 4 more kills and they will be equal. Hayabusa wants to just clear out that lane. But can he? Can she? Oh, she's able to, but that minion's still alive. Doesn't really matter though. It will get cleared out. But bottom lane, a lot of pressure. Claude, Luna Bay over here wants to defend it, but look at the 1,000 damage from Irithel. I don't think they can take it anymore. They do have taken out all the inhibitors, so that's a good thing for them. But for how long, right? Lord is going to be coming in 40 seconds. I'm not sure if the Carmilla can defend this one, but let's see. 30 seconds, Lord. If this goes into the hands of Toscadivas, I do think this game will basically see a 180, and you will see Toscadivas pushing this game to game number 3.
I feel that the main thing that's annoying Carmilla right now is Export. He can be really annoying with that damage, with that burst. It can really melt down anyone, even Carmilla. She is one of the most tankiest heroes out there, but Export and Esmeralda can be definitely annoying, can definitely get in her way of executing a really good ult. But we hope that this momentum is maintained well by Megatron, sending the best of our wishes right now. But also Team Toscadivas are on their way to make a comeback. Will they be going for the Lord? We feel okay. As from we can see right now, Megatron City, Megatron code Apricity is definitely going in for the Lord alone right now. Will they be able to secure it? Esmeralda coming in. They are trying to contest for the Lord right now, but Claude is able to secure it with the help of Hayabusa, taking a last hit on the Lord. Megatron City, well done. And
Hey! The damage.
Megatron code, well done. And oh my goodness, the damage. Belleric is definitely playing out his the taunt of his passive really well, and he is definitely really hard to penetrate right now. He's definitely hard to be taken down right now. He is too tanky. The Lord is marching down mid lane. Kadita coming in. Lapu Lapu paired with Hayabusa and Claude with Carmilla coming in. It's gonna be a really hard time for Toscadivas to defend this Lord because it's the fourth one. Tankier than before. Let's see how this one works out.
Hayabusa most likely trying to go find for an angle, uses the ultimate to push them back. But, okay, his shadow's out of there. But can they do it? Wrath of the Dryad popping in as well. Carmilla out as well. A lot of damage being dished out. Lord getting melted. Sen gets taken down. Wintercrown ultimate, but it's not going to be enough. Hayabusa's really trying to do everything possible. Double kill secured for the Kadita as well. They want to take down the base. Megatron, they actually make it, and they get a clean sweep, sending Toscadivas down to the lower brackets as Megatron will move forward into the grand finals. Oh my god. Oh no. The
Oh my
upper
goodness,
bracket
this was-
finals. Upper bracket
Yes,
finals.
this was definitely not how we had anticipated it. I was feeling that we could have gotten a game 3, but Team Megatron really knew how to secure that game. This was definitely like the most surprising of them all. There was no myth, there was no superstition working out here. It was just clean execution of Carmilla's combos, and Hayabusa and Claude knowing how to weigh their work in, even though it was really difficult. MCAT's Panda really maintained that streak of 0 deaths. That is really surprising, even with Esmeralda and Belleric and Exborg and Iritel present. He was really, she was really expert at sliding in and out of the team fights. She really knew how to like just make her hits and just shimmy her way out of there. Don't you think?
Absolutely right. This game went really into their favor, and they get a clean sweep, and they go for the upper bracket finals just one game before they can step into that grand final. But right now, Toscadivas will be taking that long journey, taking that U-turn, and of course going into the lower brackets. But we're wishing them the best. Let's see who they meet, because the next match, we have another semifinals game, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you stay tuned at the Queen's Legacy, of course, by War Drum Games. We just had Team Megatron making it to the upper bracket finals, waiting for their contender, and we'll find out who is it going to be after we have, of course, the second match. But with it, we are going to be closing. We're going to be obviously closing to the first matchup, but don't go anywhere. This time, two more female casters will be here to entertain you for the next match, which is going to be another best of three series. And let me just recheck who was it again. Shadow Esports Novas versus Queen Slayers. Shadow Esports is of course a pretty well-known squad, and so is the Queen Slayers as well. And we're going to be looking for my voice cut off. Thank you, Alexia, for joining me. And of course, with it, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a short break, but stay tuned. Keep on watching the girls duke it out at Queen's Legacy Series. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Double 11. Amazing prices, amazing styles. Win big in Megadraw. Double 11. Amazing prices, amazing styles. Win big in Megatron. Lowest prices, incredible benefits. Welcome to Double 11. Amazing prices, amazing styles. Win big in Megatron. Welcome to Double 11! Amazing prices, amazing styles! Win big in Megatron! Lowest prices, incredible benefits. Welcome to Double 11! Amazing prices, amazing styles! Win big in Megatron! Lowest prices, incredible benefits. Double 11. Amazing prices, amazing styles. Win big in Megadraw. Double 11! Amazing prices! Amazing styles! Win big in Megadraw! Welcome to Double 11. Amazing prices, amazing styles. Win big in Megadraw. to Double 11! Amazing prices! Amazing styles! Win big in Megatron! Lowest prices, incredible benefits. Welcome to Double 11! Amazing prices, amazing styles! Win big in Megatron! Lowest prices, incredible benefits.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all once again back to the Queen's Legacy series. This is, of course, the upper bracket final semifinals going on right now. Shadow Esports Novas going up against Queen Slayers, and you know the drill. Of course, this is going to be a BO3 series, and the ones who wins it out will be proceeding to the finals, and the one who does not win it will be going to the lower brackets where they have to climb their way back up if they want to have a shot at claiming the crown. It's your boy Fredo. Alongside me is Debbie, and we're going to be casting this match tonight.
Yep, definitely one of an interesting match that we're going to be seeing now. After yesterday's best of three, I am gonna always put my hopes high onto the best of three series that we always have, and yeah, before we are being impatient, so let's head directly into the drafting phase because the draft are set in three bands already done for both of the teams. Shadow Esports Novas, they are onto the first pick, so they have to take away the Angela, the Kadita, and the Matilda as well. Kadita is actually a very good first pick, but I'm pretty sure Shadow Esports have a lot into their hero pool, so they'll be able to risk banning away the Kadita so that they'll be able to put another hero onto their first pick. On to the other hand, Queen Slayer, Alucard removed. I'm pretty sure Clara doesn't play the Alucard, so she's more of an assassin kind of jungler. I think kind of is a waistband, but nevertheless, Glue and Kagura is one of the most important hero for these Queen's Legacy, so they are absolutely going to be removed.
Definitely, you need to ban out heroes which you feel like might, counter your own lineup, or maybe, the enemy is just too good on those heroes, so you want to ban that out. So, yeah, this is exactly what we're seeing here. The approach of Queen Slayers here being pretty straightforward. At the same time, Shadow Esports Novas, they go with the most safe first pick that you can always go for, which is the CC, the
Yeah.
reliable CC, which is always omnipresent in, both the side lanes actually, because nowadays it is always, kind of flex into the goal lane as well. And yeah, kind of always available. And with that, okay, Zushin coming up here. That's a very good mid lane pick. But I always want to see the Zushin coming up a little bit later, when you understand
yeah.
that the enemy is going to have frontliners, which are definitely not having too much
Mm.
mobility. But I think this Zushin might be a little bit early.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because the thing about the Jushin is, of course, it's definitely into the top, most used mages. It's definitely one of the most carryable mates into the mid lane as well. But like you said, it's always gonna be a threat for a Hayabusa or even those Lancelots to be appearing onto the other side, and you're definitely gonna be struggling when you are on a Jushin. The tankiness is there, of course. The displacement, the factor for you to survive is definitely gonna be out there. But it's definitely something that you kind of have to uh wait for the situation to come through and pick it up. But I'm pretty sure they just wanted to have a pick on the Jushin, more of a deny, and then try to stop
Oh,
anything from appearing for the side of SDS. But hey, look at that, double the trouble. It's gonna be the Nathan and the Bane all together in one place, man. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a Bane jungle, because now that the Nathan is already shown as the card, it got to be the goal, right?
yep, definitely. It has to be the gold here. And honestly saying, I feel like this is a very power pack composition that Shadow Esports have went for here, because the firepower is already there. You see the Nathan, you see the Bane. But yeah, immediately the enemy will pick up that Lolita, because we all know the biggest counters for both of these heroes, right? And Lolita, of course, being a very good counter, picked up already. That shows that Queen Slayers have their minds in the right place. They are not, getting, I should say, overwhelmed by the Bane and the Nathan pick. They keep their, minds calm, and they come up with this Lolita in the right place. And with that second phase, though, I'm not really understanding why they would want to ban a Leslie. Maybe there's a very good Leslie player in the enemy side.
Possibly. Because from what I've known, Queen Slayer are more likely to pick up the Leslie into the gold lane so that they'll be able to get the snipes going on, because of the amount of the amount of success they have in the early game is very uncanny, and you kind of want to pick out the Leslie so that they will be stopping any kind of comebackable moments for the side of from their opponents mostly. And I think this is why SDES, they wanted to remove the Leslie, and I think it's more of a respect than anything else. But Queen Slayer still taking away the Lunox. They do not want to take the chances, because if you look at the lineup, I'm pretty sure Seto Esports does not really need another damage into the mid lane, because they already have 3 damages. CC into the XP is still also a damage already. So you kind of want to have a bit of a utility into the mage side, into the mid lane, but it's still gonna be okay. But hey, Queen Slayer, hey, what are you doing, man? Come on. Is it a Mia for real?
What? They actually picked up a
Bruh.
Mia here. Kind of interesting, actually. I've not really seen a Mia picked up in any of the games that I've casted on this,
Yeah.
on Wardrum so far. So I'm really interested to see what a Mia can do. It's officially the first Mia pick ever on a Wardrum tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, what a nice time to have it. It is the semifinals of the upper brackets, and Queen Slayers are of course picking up the original hero, right?
Yeah.
The original hero.
Yeah. the logo girl, right? The logo for
Mm-hmm.
MLBB.
Yep.
But for India, it has to be Gushan, right? So I'm pretty sure. Never mind. But yeah, look at that. I was 100% sure that the Bane was definitely gonna be into the jungle, man. Come on, you can't do me like this, man. This is a Bane mid lane and a Hayabusa jungle, and plus the epic showdown is gonna be the jungle. I mean, the Lancelot, the assassin jungle for the side of Queen Slayers. Yet again, this is a solid lineup for both of the teams, and I'm pretty sure this is interesting enough to see that the the amount of combination that they have is definitely top notch.
Yep. Both the drafts have been locked in and things are going to get into action right away. But yeah, man, they have picked up a Mia, and that is going to make things even more
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know how many players play Mia out there. I've seen quite a lot of players out there playing Mia, especially in the lower ranks. So yeah, if you are belonging to the epics, to the legends, to the dungeons of the lower ranks, then you might want to watch this game, because we're seeing Mia picked up in tournament. Queen Slayers are definitely going to have a hard time if, of course, Shadow Esports Novas do know how to execute it properly against the Mia, because we know some inexperienced players go up against experienced Mia players, and you know what happens when you go up against an experienced Mia player. You know that she's not going to fight you in the early game. She's going to come with that ultimate and burst all of your members down like an assassin. So yeah, I'm expecting something like that here as well from Queen. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into the first game of tonight between both these sides, and we know what waits away, ahead of us is definitely a very, very interesting game.
You know what? One thing I'm interested about is Queen Slayers, man. The Lancelot has always been one of their power picks, and Miyomu onto this Lancelot able to find a lot of good execution all over the places. So I'm interested to see how she will be able to perform on this hero as well. But onto the other side though, Clara is no different. She's definitely gonna be something of a manage, but never mind. Into the mid side, there's gonna be Rue, chunk down quite a lot by the Jushin. Capybara always able to find that mid priority into the mid side, but this time around things can be a little bit different. But hey, Henny might be in trouble. That's gonna be the displacement going through, not connecting on to anyone just yet. She might be tongued down quite a low HP as early as 1 minute of the game, but I'm pretty sure she'll be able to come back. Hey, there's gonna be a dive coming through. The Storm Rolls able to dash in, trying to go in for more. Henny getting caught into the midst of it all. She does have to revitalize, one hit away from taking down. He is able to survive.
My
What
God.
is that? As well, onto the other hand, Clara.
Oh my
God, that
God.
was such a close call. Oh my God, it's only 1 minute, Fredo, and we are just already, yeah.
Yeah, a
Hyped.
lot of action already. And if you take a look at the goal lane as well, Queen is probably dominating Caesar right now, and that is
What?
kind of unexpected. Okay, right now Clara, the on to
Yeah.
Sin, getting a lot of those stacks. Does he want to go in with the Oogie Shadow kill? He does dive in, but he will get immobilized. Will he be the one going down? Shadow runs out. First blood coming up for Queen. Of course, the name of the tournament being Queen Slayers, and Queens are definitely slaying down the ninjas here. And yep, first turtle coming up as well. It's a very good way to start things off here for Queen Slayers.
This is not something you want when you are on a Hayabusa, man. Come on. You want to have the damage, but hey, there's going to be a dive coming through from Miu able to dash in with a Phantom Execution. Nothing much done here. But it's going to be a Joan coming through. They're trying to set up for this turtle yet again, and I think it's definitely going to be important for the XP laners to try to get for the sets, because Sedo Esports Novas right now, they do not look like they have the ways to go in. Never mind. It's going to be the Sedo trying to go in. Ascara
Clara
able to
coming with
grab
the
that
steal.
turtle right now, eh?
And there it comes. The deadly catch has been used as well. They are going all in right now into the enemy jungle area. Gets taunted though, and Iris will be the first one to fall. But that battle cannon does not help Henny to survive as well. Henny will be falling down as well. Meanwhile, on the bot side, some more action was taking place. Both the goal laners have burned out their ultimates, but the one who will actually do more damage, of course, the Nathan in the early game. So yeah, with that, Lolita arriving for backup though. Let's see if something brews up here. Okay, Wind Talker actually being bought here. Oh my God, that was a bad one there from Shin. Completely missed out on that. I don't really know what's that called, but okay, into the mid side. Oh my God, off camera.
What?
I don't really know how that happened.
that me neither, because it was a direct wiped out from Miyomu. Lancelot not able to do anything, but Shane trying to go in does have the way to go stun onto Henny right now. But yeah, they have to actually disengage because Shadow Esports, they are not really ready to go for the team fights most of the time because they want to stay into the lane, inside their turrets and get all those goals so that they'll be able to have the damage rolling on for them. But right now onto the bottom lane, the gold lane is heavily focused on Shadow.
Clara coming in with the Crimson Beacon, but who will be the one getting taunted? Seems like Sin will be able to survive. Henny with the AOG. And with that, the Claw Cannon, whatever, was used as well. But not enough damage coming up yet. But yeah, look at that. They're really focusing onto the Mia. Queen could be in trouble here, gets taunted. And the Lolita comes to save her, but it's too late. They will be getting bursted down by the Bane's damage. And that is damage done right here. Lancelot coming in for something to pick up the scraps, but yeah, not really enough that he can do here alone. Capybara as well, very late to the rotation, and they will not be getting anything out of it. Just 2-member down, just like that. And this is, of course, the second turtle. Let's see who gets to the turtle first. Seems like Miyu will be the one trying to start it first or something, but yeah, the last one. Again, Oogie Shadow Kill coming in. Capybara gets single-handedly taken down by Clara, with some backup damage coming in from Rue as well. This is the second turtle. The first one was stolen away from Miyamu by Clara, but let's see if Miyamu can steal the second one with a Thorn Rose coming in. No! Retribution does not land right. Clara gets the kill. And actually, Caesar comes in as well. Sin will get taken down. Every single member falling down. And with that, they lose the turtle as well as 2 members. Not looking good here at all. Mia, Queen here, gets taunted, uses the ultimate to get away. And the Blessing of the Moon will be able to save her for now.
Yep, that's very, very crucial for the Mia to have Queen right now. I think her not never mind into the mid lane. It's gonna be Capybara getting a shadow onto her with the shadow kill as well. Clara not being able to take her down because of the presence of the minions. The damage shared upon, but that was a good call. This is actually why we were a little skeptical about the pick onto the Jushin, because we almost had the never mind onto the bottom lane. That's gonna be Queen in trouble. Does not really have the ultimate. Deadly catch will be the final blow, taking her down. Sin into the midst of it all, trying to protect onto the turret, but it will not be a wise decision.
Whoa.
She does have the shield, that Capybara into the protection here. One more hit away from taken down, but the Numenor Blast connecting. The stun is there. Damage is definitely going to be lacking around, but Rue able to grab that unstoppable onto her as well. Henny might be in trouble. There's going to be a death coming through. Miyumo trying to find a little bit of a compensation, but not enough. They have to back away, but still everything in favor of SDES Novas.
Yeah, and seems like Clara is going for the turret, and she does not have the shadow yet, but okay, finally she does have it, and there it comes. Oogie Shadow Kill. Miyamu could be in trouble, but oh my god, Phantom Execution saves the day for her. My god, the knockup coming in from the Deadly Cast, so the follow-up damage is just way too much to handle, but she is in a very wrong position, and Rue will get punished. Shutdown secured here by Queen. That's a very important kill that they picked up there, because we all know the Bane was getting kind of too ahead actually in terms of farm, but Miyamu here could be in trouble. Clara as well. AOG lands in at the right place. Garden Call as well placed onto Miyamu, and Miyamu will get deleted off the map by Iris. Now Sin coming in for the follow-up. They want to pick up some scraps here and there, but yeah, there's nothing left for them, I guess. But okay, Clara coming in. Does have the Oogie Shadow Kill. Will come meet with it finally. But that's a Ruby. You do not want to get caught inside the tower. Did not have the skill though actually. But yeah, with that damage being done, 3k goal lead right now in the hands of Shadow. And meanwhile on the other side, Queen Slayers are actually the ones left behind. But yep, the Mia though, a good time to actually take a look at the builds right now.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be the builds. Elizabeth thinking it's coming through. 2 damage items already into the hands of Queen. And then again, onto the other hand, it's going to be the Holy Crystal being rushed upon by the Tan. But Iris onto the other side, this is the CC we are talking about. She's going to be completely going for the full damage. I'm liking it, man. Because there's a lot of damage already coming through. And Henny has been the good initiator. A very, very good execution that she have been doing with the AOZs as well. So I don't think it's necessary for Iris to even build out the tankiness as early on. But yeah, she does have the damage, and going against Ruby, you kind of are stuck in the lane most of the time, but hey, there might be engage coming through. The Thorn Rose being used as well. Henny with the Thorn able to try to defend her team away from all of this, but it's going to be a little bit of a disengagement coming through. Never mind, that's going to be a shadow landing onto Capybara, and the shadow kill as well. Clara isn't able to grab any kill. The Crimson Beacon on a perfect moment, always on time. But onto the bottom lane, Queen able to munch down that turret. But hey, she's still out there onto the top lane as well. The game might be in trouble. That's gonna be the entropy being popped as well. So Deadly catch one more hit away, and Henny will be able to get that kill onto Lege. Two sea halberds built by the side of SDES.
Yep, and with that, two sea halberds already getting completed. That's bad news here because all those healing will not be able to, work too well, especially when you have two sea halberds on your side. And with that, of course, the damage of Rue is actually skyrocketing at this point because if you think about it, I mean, it's a Bane and he already has 5 kills and 4 assists, 514. That's a very good KDA for a mid lane Bane actually. And talking about mid lane, we don't really see this guy being played in the mid lane. Usually it's a goal lane, but yeah, here Rue is actually making it work pretty well. Okay, some engage could be coming in though. I'm offended being used here. Revitalize being popped as well. Deadly catch comes in, knocks up members, but does not do enough damage yet. Mia coming in, Queen doing a lot of damage as well. At the same time, SZA is the one bursting everyone down, but that's a lot of damage being done by Queen as well. Backup damage coming in, Iris goes down, and with that Miyamu coming to pick up the scraps as well. Rue is very low. Miyamu could take him down if he does have the dash, but seems like he's run out of those dashes for now. But okay, take a look at Clara hiding in a very good position here.
Yeah, and this is what she does, man. Being the assassination queen right now, she got to be careful, man. She can't really do anything. The shadow actually not landing. Clara isn't able to find out the pickoff she was deliberately looking for while standing to the burst, but she's gonna be okay, so it's gonna be actually fine. But you know what? Queen already built out the Hazard's Claw, so it's definitely gonna be hurting quite a lot. The sound coming through. Henny might be in trouble getting down very low, but onto the backline as well. AOD not connecting on to anyone is gonna be used defensively, but it's gonna be the Lord right now popping through. Queen Slayer are onto it. They have the map priority, but I don't think it's a really good idea for them to start the Lord as much as early as this, man. But then again, we'll never know what they'll be able to do here. Right now, it's gonna be perfect. On time, they do have the information that the AOG wasn't. Hey, it's gonna be a dive coming through. Miyamu wasn't able to find anything. It's gonna be the resources being barred onto the other side. Shiza might be in trouble to get it out. Tented very low. It's gonna be the heal coming in as well from the side of Queen Slayer, making her able to survive, but not for long. There's gonna be the butterfly able to take down Shiza as well. One member down. Henny might be in trouble to get very low. Capybara onto her, trying to get a ton. It's gonna be definitely completing, but there's gonna be the healing coming through from the side of the Gata. Gata, she might be taken down. It's gonna be one hit away. Still surviving. Lege with the spin able to disassemble her and taking her down onto the Hemiumu will be able to grab down the kill onto Iris. The final kill coming through. Clara with the pick off will not be able to grab any kill. Lots of low HPs coming through from the side of Queen Slayer.
Yep, and look at that. The Lord will not be taken down by that golden blast actually. So Queen coming in, could be some outplay happening here. Oh my god, take a look at Queen! Deletes that Hayabusa off the map. My goodness, Queen. What was that? Completely unexpected. I don't think the Hayabusa expected it either. So that is actually a very good move being pulled off here by Queen. Exactly doing what I told you before, like an assassin, going in with the Moon's Blessing and just using that cloak that she has to her advantage. But okay, right now, she's into the mid lane and of course, let's take a look at the items. How farm is she? Look at that. She already has 3 items. Oh, she's actually going for a BOD and she picks it up as well. My goodness, look at the farm that she has. She's around almost almost 1k ahead of the Natan on the enemy side who has the highest farm.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be something that we have to focus on as well because Queen right now is unstoppable. See, you have the POD, man. Come on, this is actually diabolical. You kind of have the Mia already being fed, and there's Sin with the seal that you have onto the Lolita, blocking off every kind of damages that Nathan will be bringing on because of the seal. This is the sole reason why they pick up the Lolita, and I don't like it. I don't hate it either. But the team fights, whenever there is a team fight turning out, she's definitely going to be into the front, trying to get the seal onto it and making the Nathan completely useless. And I think Caesar also knows that because the entropy might eventually be not becoming that big of a factor. But the thing is, she already have the Holy Crystal, so she will be able to pop down those seal before she will be able to deal the damage. But I'm actually surprised to see that Queen Slayers are able to make this lineup work. And of course, Miyumu always diving to the backlines with the clear ups. It may not always be the cleanest, but she's out there dishing out the damage. And I think this is definitely gonna be hurting SDES Novas.
Yep, definitely going to be hurting them, and will be, of course, in this pause. I not know why it was called for, but yeah, there's definitely a pause which is happening right now. I just hope things will get cleared out, before
Mm.
we proceed further. But yeah, this is the game was going very interesting so far. I mean, Shadow Esport Nova, they definitely have the Bane. On the other side, you have the Mia, and the Mia is actually not underperforming. She's performing really well.
Yeah.
So that is kind of surprising as well to me. But yeah, the way that they're executing it, I feel like they can win the game with the Mia. And if it is a win, then definitely one of the first games I've seen so far in tournaments in India where a Mia has actually won. I mean, we do know there was one Mia player. I don't exactly remember what the name was, but yeah, he used to play only Mia and Iritel, and
Oh.
that's why two of his heroes, if it's banned, then they just used to go for, he actually used to get gapped kind of in his in his matchup. So yeah, there was one guy like that. I can't really recall his name right now, but yeah, if any of you remember him, then definitely you can say his name in the chats. But right now, though, yeah, the pause still going on, still figuring out what the issue is. And yeah, with that, the match is back. So we will be heading back as well.
Definitely. Let's go back again into the match that we are so waiting for. But this time around, it's actually into the side of Queen Slayer. They have the upper hand, the control of the map, as well as the turrets too. This time, this is a meta where comeback is actually very, very difficult. But then again, this is a women's league. We are talking about the Queen's Legacy. There's always ways to come back because we love seeing the marksmen, and they have marksmen. Come on. They have the Mia, also a late game hero. The Nathan, also a late game hero, and if you add to the potion, it's definitely gonna be the Bane as well, kind of a late game too, because of the hot fuzz that he can throw away onto the faces and get that damage done. But then again, this time around, I think Queen Slayers, they have the better setup and the better priority onto the map as well, so they cannot really go in. But hey, respect Bill coming through from Caesar right now. She will be building up that wind of nature so that she will not be getting caught again and again by Queen. This is the power for Nathan, I would say, because you can build out the the wind chant. But hey, onto the mid side,
Coming in with the engage, lot of ultimates being baited out of here, and with that they go in for the retaliation, and everything has been popped off here. Sin will get taken down. AOG lands into the back lines, and there is Queen as well, dishing out a lot of damage. Take a look at the Bane, how he's getting deleted, but there's a shutdown secured here as well by SZA, of course. And that is, of course, what was really needed here to secure that kill onto, of course, the Queen, because the Queen was actually, taking down the members easily with the amount of farm that she had. And Kalara into the mid lane, just clearing those waves out, because she knows what's the priority is always that wave management.
That's right. And the later the state of the game goes is that she's definitely going to be the main macro factor for her team as well. The Hayabusa is the only way for them to try to clear out all of those maps as well. And of course, you'll be able to do that and walk away with it as well, because you're the most mobile hero too in this so far. But talking back to the team fight that had been happening for Queen Slayer, they were able to get a good Numinant blast. But then again, the damage was lacking just a little bit, because I think with the presence of the wind of nature into the hands of Cedar, she was able to survive all of those onslaughts coming out from Queen onto that Mia, and that is definitely something that they have to look after for the side of Queen Slayer. This time around, Caesar is already farmed. She have the concentrated energy. But onto the top lane, there might be a little bit of engage happening, but hey, Clara, she learned her lesson, man. She will not be going against it. Hey, look at the set though.
Yep, look at Caesar coming in once again with the entropy. Entropy runs out though, but she gets a shutdown onto Capybara. And with that, one member only down, they do not want to engage further. But look at the way Mia is going. They are not realizing it. Okay, the minions spawn at the right time, but they'll still lose this one inhibitor. And can they recall in time? It seems like they're not allowing the members to recall, but okay. Queen on her way back, she finds members, and she could be going down here heavily. Okay, dodges everything, and the comeback probably. Oh my god, that Iris, the CC got deleted, one-shotted there. And okay, it seems like Queen is trying to go for a 1v1, but okay, that does not happen. But my goodness, the CC She was almost having 40% HP, but she got deleted.
That's what, man. I think they need Henny to try to answer for Queen. Just one hit onto the passive would have been enough, but this time around, there might be an engage onto the Lord because this Lord is definitely important for both of them. Lege trying to get a ton arm offended onto two members. That's gonna be the Shadow coming through. Clara with the damage. Queen able to get a kill onto Ru. AOC and the backline trying to get defensively, but Caesar will be taken down. Double kill for Queen. Able to shut down and chasing away SDS from their own lord, which they claim for themselves. Clara will not be staying around the vicinity because she knows she will not be able to get in around this lord freely. Taken by Miyumu, but man, this was a Mia we are talking about. Godly.
And with that,
This is the reason why, man.
Yeah,
This is the reason why
is
you
the
got
reason
them.
why?
You need the gutter, right?
yeah,
Jeez.
you do not want to get a Mia fed. You do not want to get a Bane fed. And in this case, the Mia is the one who is fed like too much actually. And okay, they do not sink the minions, but they want to go for an all-out brawl fight in the mid lane. The Lord is arriving as
Yep.
well. Let's see what happens here. Heaven or hell, whatever it is, has broken loose as everything has been thrown on the table right now. And with that, the stun coming in from the Ruby. That's a very nice one there. And Ru will get taken down. Look at Queen dealing all of damage. But with that, oh my god. She was taking a lot of turret damage as well. And she will be getting taken down. And with that, AOG arrives. Two members getting knocked out. Oh my god, the punch from Henny gets Capybara down just like that. But okay, two members standing right now. Can they end the game? Or will they be the one getting defeated? Okay, there is no way that they will be able to make a comeback from this. And here we are. We have this game on our hands.
Actually, surprising. We draft from Queenslayer, but what a draft got to do when you have a good micro and a macro that it will be able to bring onto the land of dawn, guys. Draft doesn't really matter anymore, but what a good gameplay coming out from Queen. In my opinion, she does deserve the MVP right there. She did everything that she could, the kills that she have, the farm that she have. You know, you have thought that with the presence of the Hayabusa, you kind of are a very, very vulnerable target. Because you are a Mia, of course, and Mia is always vulnerable, and they also have Ru onto the Bane. Of course, the gangs are gonna be out there, but what a good positioning coming through from Queen. She was able to get those items very early on. She was able to be now into the lane as well against the Natamis. Is kind of surprising because I haven't seen these two in lane together, and I think most of the factor is dependent on the inspire that she built out. The 1v1 situation is always definitely gonna be onto her hand. 26% damage, completely good. This is something that you wanna see onto the marksman, but oh my god, they locked in so hard in this game number one. The early game was a little bit shaky, but then Mia happened.
Mia happened, guys. And of course, let me just, if I can click on, can we click on this and see where this Mia is from? Okay, unfortunately we can't do that. But yeah, if we could have seen where this Mia is number one from, then of course, I would have shouted out loud, representing the region, #1 Mia from that locality. But yeah, that will not be the case because we cannot see that. But yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have already had the first game. And of course, we'll be transitioning into the second game really soon. But before that, of course, man, I feel like, this Mia was kind of something that even SDS did not expect at all, right? Never thought of, never heard of. We have seen a lot of Hanabis in this tournament, lots and lots of Hanabis. I mean, more Hanabis than I have ever seen in my entire casting career, I guess. Okay, but yeah, right now we're seeing Mia as well, and who knows, Mia might show up even more after this because we definitely remember the Hanabi showing up a lot. So yeah, what are your thoughts about it, Debbie? Do you think another Mia pick might be coming up? Do you think the winner of the tournament will be picking up a Mia?
Hey, man. A much of a guilty pleasure for us to get the Mia again because just by watching the gameplay coming out from Queens, I think it's more suitable onto her hands. it's definitely the player, I would say. She knows exactly how the hero works. She knows who she's gonna be winning. She knows who's gonna be targeting her, and a very mindful build that she have also. Into the end part, she did sell out onto one of her items and bought the Wind of Nature, but unfortunately, the turret was the one hitting on her. So that's the death that she have. It was actually nothing sort of a problem, but then again, we might if we will see it again into the second game. I think SDES, they definitely got to be ready for this Mia, and I think the Hayabusa did work under the Mia, but
Okay.
because of the ultimate and the purification that she have, it's definitely gonna be still, she's definitely gonna be a problem. Ban or not
Okay.
ban, they need something that can counter her.
hmm And I just found out, where the Mia is from. The Mia is actually from Chhattisgarh, and she's
Wow.
actually she actually has 4 times India Karina rank as well.
Damn,
So, and
Karina.
I do understand, right? When you talk about assassins, all the girls just talk about Karina. She also has titles on Eudora as well. So yeah, she is pretty much an all-rounder, but right now she's playing Mia, and she actually has a 63% win rate on Mia with 800 matches, and the highest hero power is 4,000. So yeah, she's not an amateur at all. She has played a lot of matches on these heroes.
This is why you play, guys. This is where your macro sign. I think I have to say this for myself as well. But that was a great information, Fredo. But then again, you know what? I think SDS this time around, if they wanna let go of the Mia, they have to be ready for that Mia. And I think maybe, just maybe, grab the Lancelot for yourself. I know that they love playing the Lancelot. The jungle love playing the Lancelot too, and Miyomu might actually be denied that jungle too. So maybe the Mia can be let go and try to pick up a different hero that can counter her.
Definitely. Of course, the Lolita was actually a counter for the Mia. I've seen a lot of matches where, the Lolita, like, because the Mia's damage is just so high that the Lolita just pops up her shield in the late game, just 1 second, and the Mia just kills herself. I've seen moments like
Yeah,
that
that's one.
on
That's one.
social media. And at the same time, even the Belleric is kind of a menace against the Mia. We all know what a
Mm,
Belleric can do against Mia, Moskov, and heroes like those, which actually rely on the attack speed, equipment, and of course the burst damage, the crit damage equipment. And with that though, we are definitely going into the second match really, really soon. The draft is not up yet, and okay, it is actually up. And here we are going to be transitioning really, really soon. Give me a minute, Debbie.
yeah, it's okay. That's definitely gonna be what we are gonna be waiting for. If you guys are noticing, Fredo is casting and streaming at the same time, so we got to give him a little bit of a break sometimes. But nevertheless, that was a good game that we have seen. So when we see into the drafting phase, I hope Clara picks up the Lancelot and try to deny Miyumu the Lancelot, because she's kind of a very, very comfortable user of a Lancelot as well. Never mind. It's gonna be very, very much of a quality time here, because Fredo already bring us into the draft, and Queenslayer will be onto the first pick, and Seto Esports Novas will be onto the second pick. And of course, best of threes, man. I love best of three series. The second game is where the respect bands started, and here we go. CC Bane removed, and Lolita for the first time in a row
If,
will
if
be
we if
banned
we
away
see a
from
Mia
Queen's
ban,
League. Wait, ban the
oh,
Mia
ban the
or
Mia, yeah,
counter the
please.
Mia?
Ban the Mia, ban the Mia. If we see a Mia ban, things will get even more interesting. Who knows?
Who
Lela is
knows?
actually kind of good, actually. Lela, actually,
Hmm.
Lela used to have a tag on her that she's the dark system, she's the best tank, and all that. But I think
Yes.
after the recent, after Kelra's game, the tag that she had of being a dark system hero has kind of got removed. And right now, we're looking at Queen as well, who is definitely, of course, showing up with the Mia as well. And Mia, not being the most favorite pick for a lot of people out there who definitely hate
Yeah.
it when she comes as your own teammate, but they love it when it comes at your opponent. You do not want to meet an opponent, and especially an opponent whose name is Queen playing the Mia, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
at the same time, we're here seeing Queen Slayers go for their first pick, which is, of course, not a Mia. It's going to be a Zushin getting picked up here, which was actually the first pick in their last
Oh.
game as well. So they're not really trying to do something new, I guess. But
Yeah.
not trying to do something new means we might be seeing the Mia again.
Yeah, that's a highly likely possibility. But hey, onto the mid side is gonna be the Kimi already picked away by the side of SDES. Rule be grabbing onto that. So this is kind of a 50-50 situation onto the mid side. The better the clearance that they have, the better rotation they are going to be providing. But the thing is, that I feel like yeah, I mean, it's still definitely gonna be good. They can pick up the land slot right about now, or even the Yi Shun Xun is definitely gonna be okay. Oh, wait, this is too early of an Esmeralda, man. Oh, wait. I think it's okay, but it's still too early.
Yep. Kind of early, you do not want the Esmeralda to be picked up this early because that just prevents the enemies from picking up the heroes that you're supposed to counter, like the Lapu Lapu, like the Phobias, like
Whoa.
the Harriet, and I mean, so many more, right? But yeah, with that, we're seeing a Leslie come up here. And just to inform you, she is also having Leslie on her.
Tech.
She's also having Leslie on her favorites heroes list. So I don't know Shadow Esports, but you should have done some research, which is due definitely to be done. But right now, it's probably too late to go back in time and do research because, yeah, Queen has her hands once again on one of her favorite heroes, which is the Leslie.
That's what, man. The first game it was banned, so she picked up the Mia. The
Yeah.
second game it was completely open, so why not pick up your main hero, right? But the thing about the Leslie is that she's also like any other marksman. She's gonna be weak against any assassin player, any assassin hero, but she is able to position so well. But yet again, it's gonna be Clara onto the Hayabusa. Second time around, she is trying to look for redemption onto this, the previous Mia user queen onto this Leslie. So let's see what she'll be able to do with this assassin right now because it's always definitely going to be into her hands on how they will be removing this Leslie off the charts. But right now, I think the Badang pick is definitely going to be out there, and the Badang. When they already have an Esmeralda is just making the Esmeralda pick worse for the side of SDES Novas right now. But the thing is, the Badang is still kind of a flex. It can go into the not XP lane and the roam, so we'll never know. But the bans are set in Fredo, Xborg, and Nathan gone.
Second phase, Xborg and Nathan are gone. Xborg definitely kind of, I should say, I mean, I can't understand the reason, but I do see some logic behind it, which is probably, the fact that he is definitely a very tanky guy. You need to like shred down so many different armors to take him down finally. And if he has the immortality, it gets even harder, you have to take him down
Yeah.
4 times literally. So yeah, that is kind of
Mhm.
understandable. At the same time, Nathan, which was actually a last game pick for the side of Shadow Sports Novas, they probably understand that Caesar was doing pretty good on it, and they do not want her to do pretty good again because, of course, they want Queen to shine, not Caesar. So yeah, that's why
Yeah.
Caesar is definitely getting targeted here. Which let's see, the last ban will definitely make things more clearer as to if we're going to see another Caesar target ban or are we going to see something else. But yeah, Minotaur pick is actually kind of understandable as well. Okay, they ban the Kufra, so they are definitely going for a landslide here.
The landslide is definitely going to be a greater option for Miyamu yet again. You want to play the assassin against an assassin, get the ego thing rolling on. Yeah, it's going to be very, very nice. But nevertheless, the thing I know about SDES is that Caesar is able to grab out the 1-1-2 sometimes. But yeah, the C opt to go for a safer route. It's going to be the Irital that is going to be picking up right now. It's definitely a good choice if you go into the gold lane side. Irital is always out there. Against the Leslie, though, you kind of aren't able to target her, but with the first skill that you have, it's easier than any other marksman. So it's going to be a little bit of a 50-50 situation still, but then again, there's always going to be a threat. And like mentioned already, we have the Lancelot already picked again by the side of Queen's Slayer. Miomu will be grabbing onto her comfort another one. But what will be the another pick here? Is it going to be the room now, or is it still going to be a flex onto the Badang?
Yep, is it going to be the Badang coming up or something? Okay, seems like it's going to be a Hylos getting locked in here. Hylos is pretty good actually.
Oh, whoa, yeah. I
Pretty
kind
good
of like
actually
this
because of course the enemy has a lot of mobility as well. You know that the Esmeralda and Irithel, both of them are heroes which actually dominate their opponents with the help of their mobility, right? And the Hylos just comes in with the glorious pathway, slows them down. So I think
Yep.
that is kind of a decent choice here. of course. And
Yeah.
if they did not go for this Zushin first pick, they could have went for the Eve as well, which is actually another hero that can slow you down. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what the last pick is going to be from the side of Shadow Esports. They definitely have to think about the ways to shut down this this hero that you can see, the Leslie, right? Queen. You need to target Queen because Queen, of course, I mean, the name of the tournament is Queen's Legacy, so it kind of makes sense for someone named Queen to be dominating it.
So there we go. Whenever SDS plays, it's always gonna be the Gatot that is 100% picked out, and it kind of reminds me of a particular roamer for the guys lineup as well. But we'll not name that because it's gonna be definitely no. But yeah, Gatot. I don't know. I really like a Gatot against those attack speed heroes, but in this combination, Fredo, I don't think it's the very best, man. Especially against the Hylas, you cannot trigger your passive as much as possible. And the thing is, the Gatot kind of relies on the passive that he have, the rates that he have, so that he'll be able to get that sustain and the heal. And this will not be happening when the Hylos is around the corner. But yeah, I mean, she does serve the purpose of being the frontliner and the initiator into that previous game for Henny. So I think she will be able to bring that out again into the second game. But not the best choice, but still one of the comfort. So yeah, from what we have learned from the previous match, comfort over meta is what these two teams are definitely going to be reliant on.
Definitely, and we are into the land of dawn with that, ladies and gentlemen. We are witnessing the second match between Queen Slayers and, of course, Shadow Esports, and both these sides have shown what they are capable of. It was a tough contested match, actually, but yeah, in the end, it was the side with the Queen who came up victorious. Not the side with SZA, but let's see if SZA can spice things up here in the second match, or are we going to see a clean sweep tonight?
Oh, that's definitely going to be something we have to focus on because, hey, never mind, it's going to be a little bit of a poke coming through into the mid side. Rue able to find a footing, definitely getting all of those tons and tons onto the other side. But yeah, definitely if we focus onto the goal here. Queen against Caesar, yet again, with different heroes right now, but I feel like Caesar is able to poke her more than usual, better than she did against Mia, but it's okay because still, there is still time. Oh, wait.
First blood, could be a second one falling down as well. Double kill comes up for the main hitman on the side of Shadow Esports, which is of course Rui, because if you remember in the last game as well, Rui was the one picking up the Bane and he was the one getting 5-0 in the first 5 minutes. So you know that this guy is the main guy, and on the other side, so of course Queen Slayers, they understand that Rui is the threat, so they will try to neutralize him as well.
This is the reason why we kind of want to have an early game in any hero or assassins that you want into the mid side as well. But the thing is, this is still definitely going to be a 50-50 choice. And Clara right now does have the shadow kills. She will be trying to go for a little bit of a play that she usually does, sneaky moves. But this time around, she need to have a kill. But on the other hand, though, Shadow Esports, they have finally found that early game that they were looking for. 1k gold lead is what they have. So they'll be able to capitalize on this gold that they accumulated right now. But mainly, if you see the map, the focus is onto the gold lane rather than the XP or the turtle, because assassins, they don't really care much about the turtle into the early game. They want to go for the pickles and then safely go for those turtle instead.
And with that, Caesar, my goodness, that is a very huge commitment being made here. Capybara gets taken down as well. Both the assassins get away with the kill. But of course, it's still Shadow Esports who are ahead. Queen Slayer is really behind right now, and Shadow Esports actually already starting the turtle as well. Take a look at that, already getting chunked down. I don't think the lasso will make it in time. Or will he? He does not. But he does get a dash away. Okay, he might be in trouble here. Clara, does he have Yugi Shadow kill? Iris is the one who takes down Miyamu. And Leje coming in from behind as well. Takes the longer route and does not find anything actually.
I think that was actually a very, very bad call for Miyumo to go in when she was manned down. Majority of the side of SDES Novas were already into the turtle pit, and you cannot really engage onto that even when you are on a landslide. The one kill that they find onto the top lane could have been capitalized, but now that she is taken down, it's definitely gonna be neutralized again. But okay, this is definitely gonna be hurting them quite a lot. But onto the bottom lane, there might be engage coming through. Clara might be able to grab the kill onto Lege, but hey, this is a very, very tanky Badam we are talking about. This is why it is annoying with the shield that he have and the amount of sustains that he can do. But onto the top lane as well, AOZ.
My goodness, three people ganging up on the Queen right now. The Queen seems to be in trouble. She needs her defenders to show up, and Sin and Capybara will show up to help the Queen. And with that, of course, things just settling down in the gold lane. And let's take a look at the way things are progressing for the people so far. Of course, in terms of gold, if you take a look, then they are probably almost same. But even then, if you take a look at the team gold, overall, the side of Queen Slayers are definitely behind.
They are actually behind because of the kills and the turtle loads that they had. But on the other hand, it's Queen is actually doing good against Caesar as well, so that's the be a little bit of a game that they're finding out right now. Hey, that's gonna be the heavy. I think Queen might be in trouble taken down, but it's gonna be clean free for Rue, able to grab that kill, but Caesar will be taken down to the beast of it all yet again. It's gonna be Capybara with the disengagement, but the set of kills coming in. Clara able to grab one kill down, but it's gonna be Capybara onto the beast of it all. Will she be able to survive? It's gonna be another engage coming through. Miyumu able to grab a kill onto Rue, but she will be coasting with her life. All across the board, there's the kills coming through. A little bit of a recall here and there, but it's gonna be Iris. On the other hand, the Shadow landing. Clara might be trouble, but hey, she does have the Shadow to walk away. The ultimate time. Oh my god, that was a fluke. Safety for Clara, finally.
That was almost there, but yeah, ultimate snipe did not land very well because, of course, if she takes time to, adjust the angle, adjust the target, he would have probably escaped. He just pressed it and it did not land on the right target. Steel coming in, it seems. Oh my god, Mia. Move with the turtle steel right there. Engage coming in. Falling Star Moon catches two members. They're all coming in right now from behind though. Like, look at Queen. Lege might be getting taken down as well. Rue not falling yet. Will Sin survive this? Sin will get taken down though. But look at Queen. Queen takes down the heavy hitter, the hitman from the other side. Rue was taken down. Vengeance seeking here by Queen, and Queen will be the one taking that kill. And with that, Clara definitely focusing onto the turrets right now because they understand you cannot win this game by just taking the kills. You need those towers down as well, and they take down the mid lane, which is of course the most important tower in the entire game.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be opening up a lot of resources and the jungle places as well right now. But Queen, she got to be careful because Henny and Caesar onto their way. AOZ in the heavy crossbow will be popped as well, but it's gonna be the flicker helping her survive a scene. Trying to get a help. There's gonna be ultimate snipe, but it's gonna be cancelled out because she knows she won't be able to take her down. But it's gonna be the Traction Pulse connecting onto Sin. She will be able to have the Revitalize to help her survive as well. But to the top lane, everyone will be gathering right now. But Clara, she might be trying to go find something against Miyumu, but thinks better of it because of the reason coming through with the CCTV, which is the Bulbasaur.
Yep, the CCTV coming in here. The Bulbasaur is providing that vision. And with that, okay, don't know what's happening, but Sin is definitely just standing there. Okay, he actually decides to engage. Don't know what that was. And nothing will definitely come out of it. But that's an important ultimate burned for no reason at all.
I think, yeah, that was actually not the best. But hey, onto the backside, that's going to be Clara trying to go in. It's going to be the second kill on the leg. She does have the sustain, but it's going to be a jump coming through from Iris. The stun is in, one hit away, taken down with a seal. Iris able to grab that onto the top lane. It's going to be Quinn in trouble, taken very low, one hit. Caesar will be able to grab that kills, and Capybara will not be able to arrive on time, but Sin is in trouble yet again. It's going to be the Falling Star Moon connecting onto her, one hit away, and Mega Kill will be grabbed by Clara. Miyumu just standing there waiting for her soldiers to die down, but this is definitely all in favor of Shadow Esports Nova yet again.
Once again, in favor of Shadow Esports Nova. We remember it was the same thing happening in the last game as well. Ultimate Snipe coming in. Traction Pulse pulls in 2 members. They are taken down very low. It's a 5v3 going on right now. Sin comes for the rescue. Uses the Revitalize as well. And that will be able to save Capybara for now. Iris decides not to go in with the Falling Star Moon as well. Meanwhile, top side, Queen is definitely farming up a little bit by clearing those minion waves. But will she be able to recall? Yes, she does. But that was a narrow escape there. But yeah, the goal lead is sitting at around the 5k mark right now, and I do not know if it crosses that, will things still remain under control for Queen Slayers?
That's what we are wondering too. It falls down all into the hands of Queen yet again, the Leslie, because it's gonna be another engage coming through. Sin, hey, it's gonna be Henny getting turned upon. It's gonna be the Ghost Pathway as well. Rue able to grab the kill onto Sin. That's gonna be the AOZ into the backline. Section Pulse is able to grab a kill onto his Capybara, but it's gonna be Henny with the trade into the backline. It's gonna be Harry trying to dive in. Settle not landing. Queen taken down yet again. A lot of low HP. Miyumu able to grab a triple kill. She have 2 members onto the chase. The Storm Rose still helping her survive. The Phantom Execution will be there up on time. Miyumu with the clearance. She is able to leave that long from that war.
Yeah, and with that, okay, Retribution being used here by Miyamu to take that Bulbasaur. Of course, the vision is definitely a very important information to have. Clara coming in, understands that Miyamu does not have the Retribution, might want to take this. And does he get it? Yes, he does.
Yep.
But he still has his Retribution up as well. So that means, okay, that was a very bad miss there by Miyamu. But like I was saying, they do not have the Retribution, but they have it. So might want to go for the Lord, but instead they want to go for an engage into the enemy jungle area. Revitalize being forced out as well. Lege has not been able to do much this match. This might be his time to shine, but instead the OG lands on him and he's taken down here by 3 members, taking a lot of damage, and Lege will be getting taken down, and so will Sin fall. Skypiercer stacks getting on top here, and Rue is the one having the most fun because he is the one having that Skypiercer rocking on him.
This is what you see, man. This is what you get. But there was a daylight thievery coming from Clara as well, taking down onto the Lord. This time around, Sedo Esports are definitely going to be ready for a rumble. Skypiercer, 30 stacks for the Kimi. Rue right now very healthy. She does have the damage. She have the glowing. She have the concentrated. And she also have a lot of protection because Iris, the way she have been playing, always going to the backlines, has always stopped for all of the DPS coming through from Queen Slayer to do anything about that, and which means that Kimi is also definitely going to be eating. Hey, 2 ultimates being burned. Henny with the jump, getting a taunt, getting onto it as well. Move onto the backline, trying to get a kill, stun down onto them as well, but one more hit and Queen will be able to get a kill onto Rue right now. Henny in trouble, taking down Miyumu, able to grab that Iris onto the backline with the Fallen Star, unable to get the kill onto Queen, but onto the other side, Caesar will be falling down as well by Capybara onto the topping block, removed from the vicinity here again. Another jump is gonna be enough. Iris with the triple kill. She wants more. Lege is very, very tanky, but onto the bottom lane, there might be a little bit of engagement. One more situation coming through for one of the jungles. Clara taking down very low. She is in trouble. One shot away, she will be dead. But Miyumu, on the other hand, he is able to survive, able to defend onto that Lord.
What? Miyumu.
Wait.
What was that? I was really scared for a moment because I don't know what Miyamu was thinking there, because if I was the Lancer, I would have never done that. But yeah, anyways, I feel like Iris is definitely stepping up her game since the last one. But on the other hand, Lege is actually the one lacking behind in this game a lot. He has not been able to provide any sort of zone, any sort of control over the area that he covers, because as an EXP laner, all you want to be doing is providing your team space. But in this match, Lege has not done that job well, and that's the reason why you can see that Iris is always everywhere just dominating. I do understand that Badang gets countered by the Esmeralda, but even then you can always go for those backline engages. But okay, since what was the placement for that glorious pathway, and he will get deleted. So might his teammates fall. Capybara taking a lot of hits. They're able to escape though, but oh my god, what was that placement from Mr. Sin? He actually wanted to engage there instead of running away.
kind of, forgot a microscopic problem, Fredo. This is the Queen's Legacy. All of them are girls, man. Come on, stop using the he.
Okay, sorry.
It's a C, man. Hylos is a guy, but the user is a girl, so yeah, gender. But never mind. Hey, Iris with the engage coming through with the full summon. Clara with the standard kill onto Capybara, able to get her down. Oh my goodness, that was gonna be the one kill that they are looking for. This is a free lord.
Definitely a free lord here. Nothing that the side of Queen Slayers can do about this. Shadow Esports have complete control of the jungle area and the river area and any area that you're talking about. Talk about Blackpink in your area. We're having Blackpink right here. Okay, take a look at someone though who is going in for a 5v1 here. Iris, not scared at all. Esmeralda with the shield. The thickest shield that you have ever seen right now in the hands of Iris. And with that, oh my god, Queen was in a very wrong position. Sin could be getting taken down as well. Oh, there it comes from Rue. Sin will get taken down. And with that, they are left with 3 members to defend the coming Lord from the bottom side.
Was actually coming through from Queen Slayer. They could have defended it, but they don't have the composition to try to defend onto this Lord. They don't have attack speed. They have a burst, but it's not gonna be enough for the Lord right now. So this is so advantageous for SDES. Capybara might be in trouble. There's gonna be Kara diving in. Another set of kill flickers away, so it's gonna be okay. But Crew onto the base of it all, able to grab a kill onto Lady right now. But the base is onto the focus. It'll be there. Double kill for Queen, able to grab a shutdown onto Rue as well. The Lord still healthily available, but the minion is still onto the vicinity right now. Stoppable for Miumu. They have to clear this out.
God.
They have the minions, but hey, Capybara will be able to grab another kill onto the Esmeralda right now. Clara in trouble. Have the saddle kill. The Lord is still out there, but the fight is done.
Clara! Oh my god!
The kill! Miumu! Able to find the long-awaited 1v1 assassins, and it's gonna be coming out on top, man. Wow.
Oh my god. Gotta give credit to the Bulbasaur though. The Bulbasaur spawned at the right time. The Bulbasaur with the being the paid actor there, coming at the right time and helping Miyamu get that kill onto Clara. A wipeout coming in from the side of Queen Slayers. They wipe out their enemies and they get a successful defense, but I don't think they can afford another defense like that because they do not have any of their inhibitors left. So yeah, they definitely have to do something in the next Lord.
They have to have a contest. They cannot go give out free heroes, not heroes, free objectives into the hands of SDES. But right now, looking at the build so far, a lot of them is already built up. The defense onto the hands of Iris as well as Rue. She is onto the main damage side because this time around Caesar hasn't been having the greatest time to the positioning so far, and Iris has been so good into the zone, able to find ways. She might jump in though, but yeah, she have to disengage because the discipline is completely necessary here right now. But yeah, 2 BODs, Fredo, 2 BOD onto the hands of Miss Queen here. She's gonna hide like a truck.
No Twilight armors. Blade armors are there, but no Twilight armors, and we know that Twilight armor is definitely very important. Blade armor does help you, but of course, Twilight armor even helps further because it's just okay. Miyamu gain a 1v1. Clara! Oh my god! Oh! What was that from Clara? I mean, Miyamu, where with the Thorn Rose. My goodness, clutch plays coming in. Girls,
what was that?
Showing levels right now. I don't know what just happened, but that woo just came out of nowhere in my mouth, man. That was some crazy stuff.
I'm pretty excited too. Like when you see that song, oh, never mind, it's gonna be another game.
Yeah, Engage coming in. Miyamu is in the role right now. He does not care. He wants to go all in, but so does Iris. He's taking all those hits. Take a look at the way Hani is sustaining everything. Henny gets taken down. Queen with the one shot onto Rue, but will he be able to survive? Oh my god, the flicker comes in handy. But the base is in trouble right now. Of course, they're trying their best to clear it away. They have to take the Lord as well if they do want to make something out of this fight that they just had, which was, of course, in their favor. But man, the way Rue got deleted. Did you see that?
That's what? Blink of an eye and you'll die, you're dead. That was definitely the damage coming through for the two BODs already built up by Queen right now. But the Lord Miumo, can she do something here? One hit? No, it's gonna be Clara with the grab onto the retribution. She will be able to walk away. The Star Rolls will not be enough. Clara finally getting the vengeance. It's gonna be the shutdown onto Miumo, but this time around, Fredo, I don't think it's a defendable Lord. Already the evolved one to the base is the one standing all alone. They don't have the clearance.
Yep. And with that, man, with that, we are also seeing the fact that they have a Badang as well. Badang not being much present into this match so far, but I would definitely like to give credit to Miyamu. And honestly, I feel like the only hero which has always pulled off the clutch-based defenses is Lancelot, and the way Miyamu has locked in. Oh my God! Once again, deleted off the map. Once again, Ru is the one falling down, and this time around they want to end it. Oh my God, look at the AOG connects on the 4 members there. That's a very good initiation, but he will get deleted as well, and with that Capybara will fall. They are actually making this defense possible, and with that Queen coming in with the clutch plays, taking down the Gatot in just 1 or 2 hits. And okay, she wants to go in for the Esmeralda, and take a look at that. The shield does not matter because 2 BODs are just piercing through all that, but with that we are heading in for a pause right now, definitely being called by one of the teams. And take a look at the map, man. It's so red still. The blue part is not there at all. The map definitely needs to be checked on. They're definitely having a lot of kills in their hands. They have equal farm at this point. Farm doesn't even matter. But yeah, it will all come down to the macro plays right now, and it's really hard to go for a macro play, especially when you're, when you have lineup like this. Of course, you can try and do it with a Lancelot, but even then, it's still very hard when you have not taken down a single tower in the entire match. So, yeah, even though they're definitely winning in terms of, clearing these bases out, in terms of damage as well, thinking that they might win the game is kind of hard, actually.
It's still, the victory is still bleak. It's unseeable still because of the amount of turrets still standing for the side of SDS Novas. Even though they throw at least 3 times also, I think it will be okay because the base is the one that is only standing for the side of Queen Slayers. Meanwhile, Sedo Esports Novas, they have all of their towers intact, and this is definitely going to be in favor for them right now. Engage coming through. Queens might be in trouble. Okay,
Queen could be in trouble here. Clara finds the angle, but Clara, can she get it? Oh my God, Queen! Clara is the one getting deleted instead, and she deletes one more. She might be able to delete the third one. Yes, she does. She deletes 2 members just like that. Sin will also fall though into the hands of Ru, but Ru does not want to get close to Queen because we know this Queen is not here for showing mercy. This Queen is merciless. So yeah, with that, let's see what happens here. Queen is definitely looking for her next prey. She does not find anyone, but right now is a very right time for them to go for the clearing the lane. But Miyamu having a fun time with that red buff. Okay.
It's okay, man. She can clear it out later.
Twilight armor.
But all of the damage. Wait, finally, Henny with the... Oh, never mind. It's going to be engaged, Henny.
Yep, they're going in for Queen. They're trying their best to go for Queen. Queen still survives. And she's able to make it away. But yeah, man, they have not been using the time when they've killed the enemies to go for these towers, right? That is the worst thing.
Yeah.
If they went for these towers, then I feel like the game could have gotten more interesting, but they just keep farming and they do not go for the towers. That is making this game kind of hard to say what will happen. But I feel like, oh my God, so many mortalities being bought at once. They understand that this might be the last fight and they want to survive it. Okay, Clara picks up the War Axe as well. She does understand that she's not surviving long enough. But Queen might get targeted. Oh, she dodges it with the help of her second skill. And with that though, take a look at the Lord. Lord being chunked down very, very heavily. Sizai and Ru are dealing damage from the backlines. Ledger is getting taken down. So might Sin fall as well. But oh my God, look at Queen. Queen is getting taken down as well. This is the end right now. Clara has shut down the Queen. And there is nothing left anymore for Queen Slayers to think about. And even the High Lord shall fall here. Oh, what? The High Lords did not fall. But yeah, the base will definitely fall. And this is the end.
Slowly. It's the end finally. Clara with the shutdown onto Queen. She has been trying 3 times in a row. The 4th time is the charm. and definitely gonna be the winning condition. Take down Queen and you get the throne. This is what SDS are trying to go for, and it's gonna be the equalizer onto the match that we can see so far. Of course, the MVP of this match is gonna be Iris. A winning lane she got, and she will be capitalizing on that. She was all over the places, and we can see any amount of losing team fights that her team had. She always turned around. She had been the executor, always diving onto the backlines, onto Capybara, onto Queen, and onto Legate as well, which was funnily enough working out very well. And I think that is the main reason why SDS were able to stand so strong. Of course, there was a damage coming through from Queen already, 37% damage onto the two BODs. Man, that was actually very good. But the lack of macro management, like you already said into the game, coming through for the side of Queen Slayer was kind of putting them into the behind. This just they're lacking onto the macro that they should be performing well. If Miyumu had been able to find at least turrets with the spacing that she had been given, I think it could have worked out, because the other four, they can stay together in one place, and they have put that work onto the hands of Lege. Lege cannot go in a 1v1 situation against Iris.
Yep, and we definitely have another game on our hands right now because the score is hung up on a thread. It's 1-1. And we definitely have another interesting game. I mean, Queen has already shown everything right now. I can't really think of anything else that she can show anymore because, like I said, Leslie is there, Mia is there. But yeah, Miss Mia used, Leslie used. What is up next? I'm really interested to see what they're going to bring up next year. Bane, though, was banned, and I'm not really sure what to see. I mean, I might be expecting another pick coming up, which could be the
Another pick?
Mia again, but I don't know.
Nah. Third time Mia. Well, the Leslie did work, but the problem was they lose out onto the mid side for the side of Queen Slayers. And Miyumu, she did a really good job. The work was fine, and then there was an assassin as smooth as smooth like butter, man. And then always trying to get a solo kill on Clara. It was okay, but when you have the spacing, the timing, you want to capitalize on that. And I think Queen Slayer kind of lacked on that department. They haven't had taken down any kind of turrets. They had the damages, they were winning, they were actually defending onto the slower time and again. But hey, objective is name of the game. Come on, man, you could do better and try to focus onto those objectives as well and get all those objectives first and then go for the flanks. And how SDS was able to flank, it was because they were able to get that mid lane turret very early on. They were able to find spacing, and then they have the control onto the map. And Clara, she was able to go in from anywhere at one point at a time. So that was the advantages of the objective that SDS has been taken. So this time around, maybe we will be seeing a little bit of a different route, but because the picks are going to be changing, SDS will be having the first pick right now, and Queen Slayer onto the second pick yet again. And look at that, Fredo, 2 respect bands.
Definitely 2 respects bans. They understand. Even though Hayabusa was not present so much into the team fights, he definitely made an impact, especially on their minds, I guess. And that is the reason why they are definitely banning out this Hayabusa this time around. Queen Slayers showing respect here. On the other side, though, we're seeing, I mean, I don't know, for some reason, we've seen this Matilda ban for the past 2 games. Was it banned in the first one as well?
Yeah, it was banned by Queen Slayer, I think. No, SDS. SDS, they always remove this hero because, they love the
Whoa.
Glotto, right? Remove the... Oh, Mia ban!
Mia ban,
I'm
wow.
actually clapping.
Wow.
Respect.
Trauma.
respect.
I mean, this is what you
Trauma.
call PTSD, guys. PTSD happening here, post-traumatic, I don't know, I can't remember the exact terminology, but yeah, PTSD being shown here for Shadow Esports. They remember what happened in the first game. They understand the potential of it happening for the second time. They did not want to take any chances, and for that reason, we're seeing this Mia ban. On the other side, Queen Slayers banning out the Kagura here, of course, a very good choice to go for as well. We know Kagura is very good, especially in the hands of the right people, and especially in the hands of girls who know how to use it very well. Because we all know the most skilled players in this Of course, in this game of this Kagura, right, is of course the girls I've seen so far. Those insane combos that they can pull off. So yeah, with that, okay, CC first pick once again. Some things are happening similar to the first one, but of course, the Mia is not the same pick that happened last time. I mean, so, not the same band that happened last time. So this time, no Mia. What else
Yeah.
could we be seeing here?
If they want the Lancelot again, I think it's very, very safe for Queen Slayer to go for the Lancelot yet again. I'm not against the Lancelot because Miyomo able to perform so well onto this as well, but hey, Kadita was completely left open. I forgot about that hero because it's always banned. But yeah, the map priority is definitely going to be important for the side Queen Slayer now that they have the Kadita, a very, very good pick of heroes. But oh my goodness, the Yisen Sin is a Clara special, I would say. But Yisen Sin will be picked away. But against the Kadita, right, you kind of have to be careful on your traceless because that's the only way you'll be able to survive the coming from this fish. But to the other side as well. And Ruby is kind of a comfort for Lege too, so I think it's definitely gonna be the first pick. I mean, to the XP side. Still a flex. I mean, same reason for the CC too. The CC can go into the hands of Caesar as well, but Lege might definitely go. I mean, Ruby might definitely go into the hands of Lege. Still, but on the other hand, oh wait, Fredo, I think this is gonna be a CC goal, man. Kimi mid,
Kimi mid.
CC goal. I don't know.
Definitely, it seems like it's going to be a CC May goal lane probably because you see the Hayabusa. Sorry, the Yisen Shin come up as well. So yeah, I think it is highly possible for us to see the CC into the goal lane right now. Kimi is definitely the mid lane. Okay, Kufra being banned here. I don't really think Kufra is that big of a problem,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's their choice, I guess. Their comfort, I guess. And they do have problems against the
Sure.
Kufra, I guess. But yeah, right now, remembering that the Esmeralda was able to wreak havoc, they need to respect the Esmeralda, I guess. But let's see if they. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, Leslie!
What is she going to do? Her. I mean,
Queen.
when you ban the Mia, 50% of her
Keeping the
hero pool
Leslie.
is gone. When you ban the Leslie, 100% of her hero pool is gone. Queen has been forced into a corner.
Hey.
The strongest piece on the chessboard has been forced into a corner. What will the Queen do now?
Layla is there, just Layla. Because from what I've seen, there's not much dive. And you know one thing I would like Queen
Hanabi?
Slayer to do? Nah, you don't really want to play Hanabi in this man. Wait, it could be possible. But the thing is, I would like if a Queen Slayer go for the Gatot here, against the Yisen Shin. Because Henny has been playing Gatot twice in a row. They haven't been respecting it. They haven't been banning it away, but they haven't been denying it too. So maybe against this kind of composition, you kind of want to deny the CC Gatot combination. You want the Gatot from yourself for yourself because you are going against the Yisen Shin, which the Gatot is definitely gonna be going in. Definitely. Now Queen Slayers, I think they hurt me, man. Come on, this is a very, very good pick.
That's a good one. And another one which could be coming up right now is, like I said, from the other side, the Esmeralda could be coming up because we all saw what happened, right?
Oh,
With the
yeah,
Esmeralda.
yeah.
So yeah, for that
I-
reason, I feel like we might see the Esmeralda, but you can already see some divine intervention kicking in. You can see something on the screen, Debbie.
Fredo intervention. Fredo intervention, man. That was Fredo it's a noob streamer, by the way. No, I'm joking. But if we see an Esmeralda again, I think it will be safer for Queen Slayers now because Leg is not on the Badang anymore. The Badang was a bad pick last game, so I don't think they'll be going for more here again. But it's gonna be the Hylos and the Elise combination. So this is a CC goal since the start that we know. The Hylos is definitely gonna be the front liner. It's definitely good against the Gatot Gacha. But you know what, Fredo? The Gatot won against the Hylos in the previous game, so there's no saying. But hey, that's our answer. No, Leslie, no Mia, but yes, Carrie.
Carry, the Queen of the Light Wheels, will be on display here by Queen. But will it be able to perform in the same way it did in the last two matches? Because she was dealing out the most damage So yeah, that is something that we have to witness here. If you think about the Alice as well, her range is actually pretty huge with that passive of hers these days. Seems like
Yeah.
the carry's range might just fall short of getting out of the range of that Alice's ultimate, not ultimate anymore, passive actually. So yeah, that is something that is going to be interesting to see here.
I think I kind of like the Elise here too, but I don't see her getting anyone. But the thing is, Queen is on carry right now, and see the carry does not really have that big amount of mobility. She's kind of gonna be needing out the items too, and there's no way you're gonna be winning the lane against the
5
CC.
seconds till the enemy reaches
Yep,
the
definitely going to be interesting to
Smash
see
them.
things here as we proceed
All
into the
troops
match.
deployed.
Of course. Okay, for some reason, Clara is stuck there. Doing. And with that, on the other side,
Aura
take a look at the
farming.
Lancelot. Yep, Aura farming problem. Take a look at the Lancelot here, being helped by 4 members actually. Because of course, Lancelot, we all know what the Lancelot does. He needs help in the early game. Because he's definitely not the fastest farmer out there. But
So we'll have to see what she can do here, man, because the rotation is definitely going to be the triangle one, and she's highly likely focusing onto the goal lane instead. But this time around, Ru able to do what she did into the first game too, because this is a Kimi we're talking about. The Kimi does really well into the lane, able to clear out if you compare it to the Kadita as well, but to the top lane as well. The CC kind of wins out, but hey, and gets coming through from you. This is what you want to do on a Lancelot. 1 hit away, Petrify actually missed out by Capybara. Yeah, that was a fluke, but it's okay because right now she's gonna be forcing out the recall coming through from Ru.
Yep, and with that, we can see both the junglers are rotating towards the goal lane because they understand the threat that both the goal laners carry. Even though so far we've seen the Queen shine more than Sizza. Sizza is on a CC right now, and it's a fighter, so into the goal lane, fighter will definitely dominate. Goal laner in the early phases. Clara coming in. Queen could be in trouble here. Flicker will not be able to save her. 2 could fall. Sin will fall as well. Sizza takes her down. 2-0 is the trade. Good engage coming in from Shadow Esports. And with that, Miyamoto as well, safe for now. But yeah, that is 2 members down for none. And that is bad news here definitely for the side of Queen Slayers. Queen Slayers definitely, they know how to make a comeback, but will they be able to do it this time around? Ru could be in trouble. Tondros! Miyamoto!
Wow, that was good, man. There was a compensation that they want to find, and definitely gonna be onto the table as well. But I really wanted to speak about the top lane rotation that Shadow Esports are doing. It was actually perfectly on time. Henny, the follow up coming through from the Hylos was amazing, because if it wasn't for her ring of punishment, Nagato could have definitely survived all of those onslaughts, because she's gonna be able to get that heal and the passive on time, and you do not really want that. And this is exactly what they're gonna be able to do right now. The turtle is gonna be up, and it's more important for Shadow Esports Novus to get this turtle rather than for Queen Slayer, so they'll be able to find the starting point to try to search what they can do here, what they will be able to secure onto this map right now. Because very important for turtle, very important for a Yi Senshin. Once you get that, it's definitely going to be an end game for the side of Queen Slayer, so they have to kind of deny it as well. But looking at the positioning so far, I don't think both of the teams are actually ready for this objective.
I feel the same way. I do not feel like both the teams are ready. You can see it on the map right now. The Ascension is farming up. Lancelot is walking away as well. So yeah, not really sure who will be the one proceeding for the turtle first, but we are proceeding into the game already, and Miyamoto is going for the blue. On the other hand, Shin is just, of course, the farmer from South Korea, farming up his entire farm. And at the same time, okay, Miyamoto could actually go in for a clutch steal, because we all know what the Lancelot can do, right? Okay, Miyamoto coming in with a clutch steal, but with that, they get caught by 3 members. Miyamoto could fall, Miyamoto will fall. Sin arrives, Sin is forced to back off, but he does not even have his ultimate to back off, so he will be falling down as well. Iris picks up another kill, and that is, of course, good news here. They take just the turtle, they lose 2 members in the process. Not a good news here for Queen Slayers, who are already behind in terms of goal. The goal lead is just extending, and this is bad news because they have a mid lane Kimi. They also have Yi Shin. Both heroes have a good snowball potential, so They do not want to be giving away so much farm to enemies.
This is exactly why it's important to get the winning mid lane. And I don't think the Kadita really have that. It's gonna be a through from Ru, but onto the top lane it's gonna be a bully. Caesar has been onto this CC, not sending Queen out of the tower, able to freeze out onto this lane as well. But hey, there's gonna be a ton.
Yeah, seems like something could be brewing up here. Miyamu is still present. They come in with the ultimate from Clara. Thinks to finish him off. Sin will fall down, and so might Miyamu fall because Miyamu is 1 HP. Killing spree comes up. Oh, look at that. Dauntless Fleet coming up from Clara as well. Lot of damage being done. Shut down security around to Caesar. But another member will be Legge, will be falling as well. Oh my god, Queen's getting shut down.
Oh,
Out of nowhere. That was Clara who was 315 getting shutted down. That's a lot of gold in the hands of Queen actually.
yeah. That's bounty for the Queen. And Clara has been so perfect onto this season since she was able to have that bounty also, and this is all falling down to the hands of Queen already, and she will be able to chunk down the HPs onto that gold plating. Yet again, a lot of gold that she's going to be accumulating. The losses that she have right now is going to be made up with just one win onto the fight, but she have to be careful though. Even though she have gold now, she is very, very vulnerable to the amount of dive that Shadow Esports knows have. Look at that.
Queen 4v1. And there is nothing that she can do even under the tower because of course no backup. 4v1. They decide that the Queen is more important to be taken down than the turtle. Imagine the presence of Queen.
Yeah. That's what, man. And I think they are trying to find a little bit of compensation. Oh, of course, remember, Henny will be arriving right on time to stop them from taking any low. But look at the engage.
Coming in, 2 members getting caught, and with that the knockup coming in from the Kadita as well. They use the EOG for engage. Actually 5 members getting knocked up, but there is no follow-up from the teammates of Mrs. Sin, and Mrs. Sin will definitely be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I would be too, because as a Gata player, you kind of want to have an engage and an instant follow up. But onto the bottom lane, let us focus onto that, because at least right now being a bully against Clara, but there might be a little bit of execution coming through as well. Clara able to try to go for the turret and not onto Legge, surprisingly. But onto the other hand, it's gonna be a little bit of a knockout coming through for Capybara as well. She does not have the rough waves to take anyone down, and no petrify, no impact is what the Kadita is. But on the other hand, Shadow Esports Nervous are finding faults everywhere, from Queen Slayers, the engage, the initiation, always perfect on time. This is the difference between two of these teams. Macro is what SDES are, acing in.
Definitely, macro is something that is their strong point right now. 1v1 turns into a 2v1. Queen will be in trouble here. She's able to get away though using the spinning light wheel. But Miyamu comes in for picking up the scrap. She misses out on the puncture. And she uses that retribution, the bloody retribution. Gets a kill onto Ru there. And that is of course a consolation prize. Henny could be in trouble as well. Getting chunked down by members at the same time. Take a look at the way Rough Waves almost got to the Eason Shin there, but Eason Shin still up. Clara, of course, doing her job pretty well. And with that third turtle, they have already given away 2. Do they want to give this last one as well? They do have a 2k goal lead, but if you're sitting on a 2k goal lead, thinking that this will help you win the game, then you're definitely wrong. 2k goal lead is not enough. So they definitely want to contest this last one. Let's see though who goes in for this turtle first.
Yeah, definitely gonna be an engage coming through. AOG onto the back, guys. Will be going in. Clara able to grab a kill onto Queen yet again. The Ventus is popped. And another one. Henny will be going in. Genshin will be taken down. Clara with the double kill, able to grab the kill onto Legge once again. Triple for Clara. Will she go for the meaning? No, it's gonna be the pretty fire and the rough waves combination miss. But Caesar will be stealing away the maniac from Clara. But what an engage coming through from the side of Shadow Esports Novas. The turtle was actually a bait. The engage was perfect for them. Nothing Queen Slayers could do, because mid lane will be definitely free yet again.
Definitely now they have taken down a lot of structures this time around, though they do not want to give away inhibitors like they did last time. Otherwise the game would go again into a place where they cannot come back from. No macro so far. Take a look at the turret. Still blue. The map is just way too blue for the side of Queen Slayers right now. So they definitely have to take down a few structures if they want to get back control of the map. because of course map control is what determines who will be able to get the kill in the end.
That's right. There's gonna be another AOG used defensively, but mega kill for Clara onto the top lane, able to shut down Queen yet again. She lost her crown with the 141 KDA. Nothing she could do here at this point because the Lord is now up for Shadow Esports Novas with one win onto the team fight. They completely ignored the turtle and wanted to go for the Lord, and this is what they're gonna be going for. Level 11 Mew will not be contesting anymore with Clara. Tection Pulse will not be connecting, but it still will be a zone. But this might be the way for Shadow Esports Novas. With the way they are playing objectively, they might eventually take down the outer inhibitors for all the lanes.
Definitely, they might take out every single turret out there, and they can definitely do that because they have a Yi Shin, they have a Kimi. On top of that, the dive that you have with 3 frontliners is insane, you know. So yeah, they can definitely go for try and get down those inhibitors. But yeah, before that, they will definitely have the shield up as well. So they'll definitely try their best to kill it. But oh my God, Queen taking a lot of hits, and with that AOG popped in as well. Shut down security here onto Clara. But look at the traction pulse connecting Miyamu into the backline, takes down Ru it seems, but Ru will still survive 1 HP. And with that, Iris into the front lines, still dealing with 2 or 3 members all alone. They do not end. They do not get an inhibitor, but yeah, that's a good defense from Queen Slayers. Now they have to defend the rest of the minion waves approaching. Top side as well, another minion wave coming up as well. At the same time, look at the way Ledger is falling down very, very low. Iris goes in with the flowing blood, does not connect though. And with that, Sin just goes up to die with that. Queen using the spinning light wheel to get away for now. At the same time, Mew was clearing down the bot side. All the inhibitors intact for now. But yeah, how long can they stand?
That's the question we are all wondering about time now. Queen hasn't been able to find a final footing or even a right target, and this is going to be costing them quite a lot for the side of Queen Slayer. You want your carry to be hitting, but the thing is, carry cannot be free hitting because Clara is always on to her with the stun, with the damage, and always removing her from the equation just before the start of the team fight. As we can see onto this build again, a lot of damage already built up for Clara onto this using 3 items, a heal and a damage are definitely going to be enough. But on the other hand as well, I don't think the Kadita Capybara hasn't been able to find any kind of assassination, because it's important that you have the target onto Clara, onto Ru as well. They have the purify, but you got to be careful. You got to be mindful of who you're going to be targeting, and this kind of neuters the presence of the Kadita, and you do not really want that. It's very, very dire for Queen Slayers. The goal lead is so much already for the side of SDS, and in the meta where comeback is definitely not into the plate, this is actually hard for Queen Slayers.
Yep, and they're trying their best, but I guess their best is not enough for now to take down those towers and structures across the map. Queen Slayers are definitely finding it really hard, and with that, the next Lord coming up as well. They do not find an opening, they do not find an engage, so I don't know how are they going to try and go and contest this one, because if you remember, they did not contest any Lords in the last one as well. They did try to take down in the end, but yeah, it was too late because the map was all blue. They need to take down structures, you know. They need to do something about it. Oh my
AOG?
God, Sin. A clutch AOG almost, but no, it does not land, and Sin will be the one getting taken down instead here for that try that he just did. A good effort, but yeah, of course, the result not the best. Queen though, and they shot damage onto Iris. Iris though is not a person that can be taken on easily, and at the same time, Queen gets caught with the curtain call. Knockup coming in. Knockup will be saved them though, but okay.
What?
They get saved by that knockup. Capybara coming in with the right knockup at the right time to save his teammates. And with that, Lord marching down top side this time once again. No changes in the plans of the Lord so far, and they have to deal with this. They do have a good amount of lane clear, but is it good enough to stop the enemy from pushing down those turrets?
Yeah, that's the question what we want to know the answer to as well. But onto the bot side, it's going to be the traction pulse. There's going to be the Monster Soaker being used. A stun is definitely going to be out there. Lord into the top lane. All the members of the side of SDS is still there. And again, caught in the midst of it all. AOZ into the backlines. It's going to be the as well. Clara trying in, taken down. Ru will be able to grab that kill. The Rough Waves will be trying to get the minions out of the picture, but it's gonna be the Alpha Feather collecting onto 3 members, but that's not gonna be the damage coming through. Caesar have a 1 HP able to survive, but Ru getting those defense with the presence of the Wind of Nature. Miyumu couldn't do anything about it, but it's gonna be the defense that they are doing right now. But 2 inhibitor gone for the side of Queen Slayer. Things are looking dire for them. Miyumu will not be having the privilege of taking her blue buff again.
And things are looking bleak once again. Queen Slayers are in a similar spot in which they were last time. They do understand that things are not going to look good after a few minutes for them, because the minion waves will always be crashing. They have to deal with the super minions. At the same time, they have to try and make sure they push as well. But honestly, there has been zero push from Queen Slayers in the last 2 games. 0 turrets taken down.
Yeah, this is where SDS are signing through with, because whenever you see a team fight going on, Clara is onto the other side trying to grab all of those minions and objective, and this is kind of setting themselves up for those turret takes, and they are successful in that as well. Look at our position though, onto the backline. See Ghost trying to get a stun mainly onto Queen right now, but it's gonna be Sin trying to get a spot on her. Tracer's being used. The stun is gonna be chasing away Sin here. You know, the thing, this is why I actually hated the Gatot Gacha. I mean, liked the high loss picked against the Gatot Gacha, because she cannot really heal up with the sustain because of the Ring of Punishment always slowing down. They cannot really do anything about it. That's gonna be another engage. AOZ coming through into the backlines. The Glorious Power. The Traction Force connecting. Clara will be able to get a kill onto Miyumu. Killing spree for Season right now. Double kill. Capybara taking down Queen. Only the sole survivor, but the minions is still heavily available. The base is onto the focus, and Queen Slayer dumped down to the ground. Shadow Esports Novas will be taking this series with a reverse sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your winner for tonight. It's gonna be Shadow Esports Novas.
And we have the winners for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Shadow Esport Novas have prevailed in a comeback victory. A reverse sweep being brought onto play here. But of course, on the other side, on the receiving end of the defeat are Queen Slayers. They did try their best. Their best was not enough. 0 towers touched in the last 2 games, and that is not a good thing for a team which has come this far. Honestly, they did need to do better. But yeah, with that, we have our winners at our hand, and I don't really have too much things to say except, they definitely had to do better in terms of the macro.
Macro. That's what it takes. Objective gaming, guys. Objective gaming. Miyumu apparently very, very perfect onto the lens slot, and of course able to find ways to go in and out. But you kind of need to go for the macro games as well, guys. Macro is what SDS are winning on, because they had their head on their objective. They won the objective onto the side. They don't want no kills. Objective is what they want, and this is definitely gonna be into the notebook there. And I think they still have a chance. So I hope they come back stronger, because they did not lack onto the draft as well, but it was SDS doing and playing much, much better than they did.
And with that, we have come to the end of the day of today's stream of today's day. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a leave for tonight. Queen's Legacy series will be back with more action tomorrow, and tomorrow's matches are going to be even more fun. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at the same time on Wardroom Games. This is Fredo, and that was Debbie. We'll be signing off for tonight. Good night.